$800. Three, two, one, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Three, two, one, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Three, two, one, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Three, two, one, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Three, two, one, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Papillon bleu. Attention! Attention! 1, 2, 3, are you ready? Yippee! Papillon bleu is the name of my school. And in this place there are some cool rules. We have to be quiet and very polite. We have to try with all our might. When our teacher speaks, our lips must be shut. It's not the time to talk about our cat or rat. We must show respect and look at her eyes. So at the end of the day she won't go to bed and cry. So hands up, give a cheer, hooray, hooray. We're going to learn a lot today, today. So spin around and stomp the ground, hooray, hooray. Yeah, spin around and give a cheer, hooray, hooray, hooray. Yay! Good job. You just learned the words to the school cheer. So that's how you do the school cheer. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
So that's the vegan teacher who we're going to be covering today. It's going to be interesting. Chud Spanker, thanks for following. Tired for a While 25, thanks for following. The Meru Sama, thanks for subscribing with 10 months, as our sub baby is a month old. They grow up so fast. Kamshin, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Welcome everyone to another episode of Chud Watch. I liked the sort of stupid hippie look from last time, so I'm gonna stick with it today. I'll be back to normal soon. What's this one? Probably bad considering the comments are turned off and likes and dislikes are not on it. Abby, my dude, says, Hannah, did you see Grimes' boyfriend's title change? No.
I am a cow being sent to slaughter. You've sealed your rope around my neck. I can't breathe.
Okay. Let me be clear before we watch this, because this one I can tell is going to be spicy. Okay. I have nothing against veganism. Baja's vegan. She cooks often. I eat vegan meals. Veganism is great. Ethically and health-wise, provided that you can plan your meals and get, you know, all your macros in, get your protein. Excellent. Veganism, I have conceded this point before. Veganism is the moral position. I am just immoral and lacking in that position, in that place, because I'm not vegan. So I have nothing against veganism. The vegan teacher, however, is terrible for multiple reasons, up to and including the fact that she is actively working against her cause, because nothing she does makes anyone want to be vegan. It does quite the opposite. So, let's take a look at this video.
I am a pig thrown in this gas chamber, pleading for my freedom. I can't breathe.
Do they kill pigs in gas chambers? I thought they used those guns. Like pneumatic guns that sort of like spike their brain.
I am a chicken upside down. Your knife is sliced inside my windpipe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, this did come out like soon after the George Floyd thing, so she's co-opting the whole I can't breathe thing, and instead of talking about actual racial issues where this derives from, she's using it as a vegan thing, which is pretty disrespectful.
I am a lamb torn from my mother. Your hands are clenched, squeezing my throat. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Let me see, this was June 24th. When was George Floyd killed? May 25th, and then this was at least released on YouTube June 24th, so like a month later? About almost exactly a month later. Cryptid Deity says, well, I hate this. Me too.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I am a fish yanked out of water. You've tricked your hook inside my palate. I can't breathe. I am a horse trapped on a blood farm. You're draining my lifeline to use for hormones. I can't
0M80, thank you for subscribing with 3 months. As I agree with vegans on a number of things, I'm vegetarian. Cheese is one thing holding me back from being vegan, but people like her make me want to go on a McDonald's binge.
I am a monkey in your lab. You've strapped your Volkswagen exhaust on my face. I can't breathe. I am a mouse behind your fridge. Your trap has Snapchat on my torso. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Sarsaparilla, thanks for resubscribing with 5 months.
I can't breathe.
What is this backing saxophone? It's terrible. I'm all for a good sax in your song, okay? A lot of really, really great 80s songs have backing saxophone. This is bad.
On my penis without consent.
It's also an anti-male circumcision, okay? That seems like a weird thing to pair, but alright. Oh, it's gonna go into different things now. Interesting.
I am an indigenous mother. A white man has pushed himself inside me. I can't breathe. am a Canadian woman with the protest sign. Your Auschwitz truck has run over me.
Ooh.
I can't breathe.
M. Scheffler 720, thanks for
I
subscribing
am an
with
American
2
man
months.
on the ground, a knee is pressed into my neck. I can't
Mike
breathe.
Mack says, do extremist vegans want to forget years of evolution on the food chain? They even try to make a lion vegan in its eye. Recommend the Jubilee vegan video. I don't think vegan is... If you're imposing it on animals, that's absolutely wrong. But humans are omnivores, so I understand if people, again, if they can plan out their diet and afford to do vegan all the time, there's nothing wrong with that. Clay Donius, thanks for subscribing for 4 months. We're on a hype train. This is real, not a parody. Andrew Patello, thanks for subscribing with 4 months. Sup, Hannah, what's this? Not great stuff. RTK142 has been stimulated, so I have some of my Biden bucks, you wonderful woman. Thank you. Give me all your stimulus money. That's what it was for. I think Biden specifically said, I'm giving you the stimulus money to give to Hannah. Zealous55, thanks for gifting a sub. Jeff Millarts with 20 bits says, cheer, cheer bits. Colossus TV, thanks for 50 bits. Oh boy. So, like I said, this is the vegan teacher. She does really obnoxious vegan videos. There's great vegan content out there. She's not a source for it. I think she got banned off TikTok recently. This is a video I can only show a part of. Well, don't you love when white women decide to speak for people of color? That's never questionable, right? Jody Girl 78, thank you for subscribing with 2 months. RTK142 says, thank you for subscribing with 2 months. Says, no, I get some of money. No, I get some of my money too. Okay, I'll take some of your money. You can keep a little bit. Bardlock Moses says, this is the one Jake covered TOS as fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause it and take it off the screen near the end.
Look at this beautiful child. Beautiful eyes. Beautiful smile.
Otaku X says, this video made me want to advocate for eating vegans. And Nick says, and now she's the Holocaust teacher.
Beautiful curly hair. Beautiful skin. Look how adorable she is. What do you think about the idea of banning cruelty, but not words? Can you think of some words right now that are banned?
No, there are no legally banned words in the United States. There are things that we socially have chosen not to say because they're racial slurs, which she's about to do.
What are they? What are some of the words that you're never allowed to write? And how did we get this way in society? Is banning...
I'm not big on the whole horseshoe theory thing. But if there's anyone who's a really good example of it in action, it's her. Because she's like a lefty in the sense that she's like for social justice and stuff, but she circles right back around and gets back to Chud accidentally. Nick says the only banned word are those in the Necronomicon. Klaatu, Verada, Nictu. Okay? Yeah, I know. I'll have to switch it. I know when the acrostic comes in, so I'll make sure to take it off screen during that. Freaking Out 99, thanks for gifting a sub, and Mike Max 321 says, are you going to show the vegan teacher versus Chef Gordon Ramsay? Yeah, if I can find it.
Words a good idea? When does it end?
Freaking Out 99, thanks for gifting another sub.
If we say we can't say the N-word, but then people ban even saying the N-word, then the N-word becomes the X-N-word. The N-word that used to be the other N-word. And it never ends. It just goes on and on and on. What about other words? The F word, the C word, the R word, the S word. When does it end when we start banning language? Is it a good idea, really? Or is it better to just reclaim words that have hurt us? Just not let them have any power.
Okay. This is where I have to take it off screen. You know what an acrostic is? You know when someone like in a management conference or something will be like, success, and then each letter stands for something? This is that, but not okay. Hold on. Gaelic, thanks for subscribing with 8 months. RTK142 says, you know what word you can say? Anui? And also Schadenfreude. I don't know what the first word is. Bardlock Moses says, the XN word? Yeah, I've never heard that before. Ghetto Kanye with 20 bits. And is that it? I think so. We're at 26% of level 4, by the way. It's a video.
Does this girl seem to you like she might be naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant?
Guys!
She looks like she could be that to me.
Oh God! I wish I could. I'm of two minds. I wish I could show you guys, but also I'm glad I can't show you guys. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh. Let me see what other videos she has that we could take a look at. 26% of level 4 with 2.5 minutes left. Old enough to know better now with 100 bits says, oh no, and Mike Max 321 says, there are John Mulaney jokes on why the N-word is bad compared to other words. Yes, I'm aware of the John Mulaney bit. Oh, she got banned from TikTok, I think, for some of this stuff. I don't know specifically what got her banned. It could be a variety of things. But she made a video against censorship because, again, in this one instance, horseshoe theory makes too much sense. Rublin with 95 bits says this lady wants to Clerks 2 the N-word so bad. And then Wagroads 13 with 120 bits. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Many of you woke up this morning
Oh, that sweater looks cozy as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie.
and found out that my account was banned on TikTok. And I know many of you are jumping for joy and thinking that this is a great victory. Somehow, it makes you smile to know that an animal rights activist is being silenced on one of the platforms. Why is that? Why does that bring you joy? I know why. Because you're feeling guilty. You know you shouldn't be eating animals.
Or it's because I think you're a bad person who is actively hurting the vegan community. I want the vegan community to succeed because I want there to be more and better vegan options, because the most important person in my life, Baha, is vegan, and I want her to have food that is delicious. You are hurting the vegan community and making them look bad. You should be embarrassed. Old enough to know better now. Thank you for gifting 3 subs to the community.
You know you shouldn't be paying to exploit them. And you cannot look in the mirror and see that in you. You're suffering from cognitive dissonance. You think you're a good person, but on the other hand, you pay people to rape, torture, and murder these
Why do you assume I think I'm a good person? I'm not a good person.
innocent animals who never did one single thing wrong to you. So when an animal rights activist like me, a middle-aged, gray-haired woman who's 56, and who is a school teacher and a nurse, gets shot down. This somehow brings you great joy.
It has nothing to do with your age or the fact that you're a woman.
As if you're playing a video game. But this is real life. It's not a video game.
Ooh, 5% of the level 5 hype train.
Victims. There are actual animals who are suffering right now in ways that you know nothing about. So why is it that you don't know what's going on? The biggest reason is that our school system is completely failing us. That's one of the reasons that I'm glad to be out of it. In our school systems...
At least she's not a teacher anymore, that's good. Bardlock Moses with 100 bits says, as someone who grew up around parrots, F-birds, I'll keep eating chicken. Oh.
We don't...
Wagroads with 100 bits. Lots of animals are assholes. Can we eat them? I mean, a lot of people are assholes too. Are we gonna eat them? Bitter Grin with 20 bits says, oh no, that vegan teacher, why are you subjecting us to this? I'm just cruel.
Encourage people to be free thinkers. We don't encourage them to do research on things that are important. One of the things I really didn't like about being a teacher is that I couldn't just trust the kids to go on the internet and look up things. I wanted to be able to let them go to see Dominion movement and the way that these animals are treated. But I couldn't do that because I would get in trouble if they accidentally went onto a disturbing site.
Yeah, people don't necessarily want their children, and I don't know what grade she was teaching especially, so especially if it's young kids, you know, like the documentary Earthlings. There are plenty of vegan documentaries and stuff that are very informative, but are also really disturbing, and you shouldn't subject little children to that stuff. Like, something like Earthlings, you should probably be at least 16 to watch, because it is disgusting. Guardian Eden said, this is the first time I've seen Vegan Teacher. Have some sympathy bits, because this is bad. Thank you. RTK142 says, because she can't inflict Danzy upon us. That's true. Every time you guys get... For those who didn't see it, the other day I said if we got to a level 5 hype train, I'd stop playing Danzy for a week. So we're in that week. Every time you get me to stop playing Danzy, I'll just find someone even worse to show you guys, okay? Cupcake Chaos with 100 bits says, Hannah is a cruel mistress. I'm not the mistress. That's Baha. Also, hi Baha, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well. Guardian Eden says, also, Hannah, you look fabulous today. Thank you. And Ghetto Kanye says, I think I could enjoy some lemon pepper Bezos, to be honest. Lady Chelsea of the Void, thank you for continuing your gift sub. And we're all caught up. A minute left, and we're at 36% of the level 5 hype train. So we're very close. I believe in us. Wagroad says, geese. Geese are all a-holes. Can we at least eat geese? No questions asked.
I eat the truth. What's wrong with our society that we're so scared to tell kids the truth about what's going on? Well, the parents are also scared. In our society right now, parents are mere children. They've never actually grown up. They're just an older version of their kids.
This is another thing that annoys me about her, is that she's constantly talking down to people all the time and acts like anyone who isn't vegan is an idiot. And again, terrible way to communicate your message. If you want to advocate for veganism, there are excellent ways to do that. There are things you can tell people who aren't vegan to try and convince them to become vegan, but this is not gonna do it. Bardlock Moses says, all birds are assholes. Cryptid Deity says, those disturbing videos aren't even that effective because they play on people's emotions, not their reason. That emotional reaction is going to wear off pretty quickly, and you'll have achieved nothing. I don't know, people are pretty swayed by their emotions, but I see what you're saying. Baha says, how am I a mistress? You're in charge, is all I'm saying. Bitter Green with 20 bits says, I don't eat red meat, but birds have it coming. Birds are all a-holes. Lots of bird hate in this chat. Not bad. Level 4 hype train. Pretty good. Thank you, everyone. She reminds me of this woman I knew, I'm certain is a TERF. I wonder if she's a TERF. I don't know. Alright, that's the end of the hype train, so I'm gonna hold off on bits messages until we're done with this segment now, but I'll still read them if you do bits messages.
I learned this now because after being on TikTok and watching the amount of duets that are going on there and realizing it's horrifying.
People who don't know what duets are because they don't use TikTok, basically on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen videos of TikTok elsewhere where it's like one person's TikTok and then someone else can almost, if you're familiar with Twitter, quote tweet it and sort of have their video next to it. That's what duetting is.
How uneducated the vast majority of the population is. So of course it's normal that they would want to take somebody down who confronts all these different groups of people. See, I've never limited myself with who I talk to about how the animals are treated. I will talk to a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a teenager.
Okay, but you need to... The way you talk to a 5-year-old about veganism would be very different than the way you should talk to a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old or an adult person. Like, you need to tailor your message for your audience. If your plan is to show 5-year-olds incredibly disturbing images of animal abuse at factory farms, you've lost the plot. You should not do that. 10 is even too young for that shit. Maybe around 15 to 16 is when you can sort of start to introduce that stuff if that's your intention. But even then, I don't know, you're gonna want parents' consent for that stuff. You're a teacher. You don't get to just be like, look at this animal abuse.
I will talk to a new mom, a dad. I will talk to anybody. Teachers, principals, doctors, therapists. I will talk to grandparents. And I have. I will talk to my neighbors who are walking their dogs and colleagues because everybody needs to know what's going on. If you ever think you're not powerful, think of it this way. If a group of teenage boys can gather together behind the scenes and start attacking somebody like me, an animal rights activist or any other, because it won't be long before they come after all the other animal rights activists.
I'm assuming she's talking about people like on TikTok and YouTube who've made videos about her recently, which, you know, she's kind of a hot topic right now because of her banning. They're not getting behind the scenes and attacking you because they're vegan. They're attacking you because you're awful. They're attacking you because you're condescending. They're attacking you because you make videos that are pretty racist, like the videos we watched earlier in the stream. That's why you're being attacked. There are plenty of vegan activists online, or even just people who happen to be vegan who talk about it occasionally who aren't really activists, but they advocate for the community, who are totally fine and respected creators. People are attacking you because you're a dick.
Then think of what that same group of kids could do if they actually fought for good in the world. You see, the problem is that they're just so mixed up. They don't actually know who's good and who's evil. I mean, for some reason, they have it in their head that somebody who's defending the most innocent animals among us is a bad person. How messed up is that? Where did they get that idea? I don't know. But I can tell you that schools are not helping us to fix it. So where do we go from here? Well, first of all, animal rights activists don't stop being animal rights activists. I'm never going to quit. You can close down one account, you can close down another one, I will keep popping up. Or if you keep closing them down and eventually you...
Honestly, I'm shocked she even still has a YouTube account based on that acrostic video we watched earlier with the N-word.
Used up all of the means, I will still be in front of my house with a sign, or in a shopping center protesting, or filming other activists. I'll go back to being a reporter and talking about them, but I'll never stop.
Whenever you were a reporter, you were a teacher.
The animals are too important. They're alone. They have no voice. The chickens, the cows, the pigs, the lambs, the turkeys, they all have a right to their body integrity. They all have a right to live. And many of you have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. The billions of animals that are so badly mistreated, systemically, not just the occasional one, but crammed into places that are as horrible as the Nazi death camps.
Ooh.
In fact, worse. The animals have it worse. The Holocaust never ended for them. Yes, they have it worse. And you don't
Yeah, Baha, she used the N-word in the last video we watched.
realize it. And I
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to compare. Look. Oh god. I recognize that factory farming and the way that the animals are treated is disgusting. I don't like how animals are treated in factory farms. I think if we're going to use animals as food, we should at least try and treat them respectfully in life before we, end it to consume them. But comparing... Oh, boy. Comparing that to the Holocaust is... rhetorically what we like to call a bad move. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not cool. Not acceptable.
I know you don't realize it because I...
Hold on. I wasn't expedient enough with this clip for it to be funny.
Announcing the arrival of the Earl of... This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
I just wanted that last part.
saw your duets
I botched that reference, but what are you gonna do?
before my account was taken down. I saw this one girl
Did I see them trying to send sperm and ovas to the moon? I did. I think it's very cool. Sort of like that seed vault, but with genetic material for animals. Neat stuff.
yelling at the
We have not watched her LGBT video yet, no.
camera and saying, "You don't understand. How can you say that these animals are treated the way that the Jewish prisoners were? They're not raped." Yes, they are. They're not forced into slavery. Yes, they are. They're not murdered. Yes, they are. They're not put into gas chambers. Yes, they are. And for what? Why did we do that to the Jews? Why did the world let that happen? Because good people remain silent.
Okay, ethnic cleansing, not morally the same as farming, even factory farming, which I don't like. Not the same category.
So now what? Use all the power that you have going forward to educate yourself. Use your critical thinking skills. Go and actually watch the documentaries that all of us have watched. Go to watchdominion.com and don't be cowardly about it. Don't watch it in a group of people while you talk and while you try to close your eyes to what's going on. Don't mute the sound of the animals. Listen. Watch it in small bits by yourself or with a friend that you trust who is seriously interested in learning.
Okay, let's go find her LGBT video, if we can. Oh god, what is this?
So I asked my husband, who would you rather have sex with? That vegan nurse, that meat teacher Ms. Tofu, or me? And his response was...
Okay, gotta find the LGBT video. Where is it? I would think it would be one of the more popular ones, considering it's been covered a lot. Maybe she didn't post it to YouTube or something because it got such a... But she posted the racist video, so you'd think she'd post the LGBT video. I'll search. Illuminati debunked a lot of the documentaries she cites on a Twitch stream a month ago. Oh, cool. I haven't seen that. I'll have to check it out. Let me see if I can find it. LGBT. This one might be it.
You're absolutely wrong. Coming out as a vegan animal rights activist, as somebody who cares beyond themselves, is much more special than it is to come out as a member of the LGBTQ community. Coming out as a member of the LGBTQ community is an entirely selfish act. It's talking about you only. It's not talking about the things that you're going to do to better the world. Coming out as an animal rights activist is talking about the animals, others, not just you. In fact, it is a completely unselfish thing to do. Yes, I'm not saying it's easy in different societies, different religious backgrounds, but if you're in a religion that treats you badly, then just change religions. We've been over this before. But look at my comment section.
It's that easy. Addressing everything you've been taught since you were born, completely. It's fine. Just switch. Social pressures from your family and friends, just switch. The entitlement is so weird. The privilege. My goodness. The privilege.
Think of how terribly vegan animal rights activists are treated. Not just me. All of them. Do better. Be kind to those who are being kind. Be vegan.
Remember all those countries where vegans get thrown off of roofs or killed because of being vegans? Or for hundreds of years, vegans being ostracized from society? I don't remember either. Weird stuff. It's just a weird thing to compare in the first place. They're not even close to things that you should be comparing. It's just bizarre.
Hi, everybody.
Why can I not hear?
I'm just here at work on
Did she
break.
mute herself or is
I'm
this
in the
mono?
yoga room.
Oh, it's mono.
Doing
What is
stretching
she
and
doing?
stuff. I was here with all my doctor and my nurse friends and some physiotherapists and some... He's about to fall off. There's so much blood. Really great chef. So why isn't he just numb and keep... Give it to him.
Let me see if I can find the video elsewhere. Vegan teacher Gordon Ramsay.
Eating it.
Gordon Ramsay responded to one of her TikToks. Gordon Ramsay does a lot of TikToks now. I don't know who his I don't know who decides these things, but him being on TikTok and YouTube, pretty good moves on his part. His TikToks have been pretty good too. You know, as far as Gordon Ramsay as a fictionalized personality is concerned.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, it's fine.
Vegan
as long
donut.
As you're vegan from now on.
Beef burgers were harmed in the...
Yeah, he just basically made fun of her. It's kind of funny. What else? What else does she have? Baha, I forget. Does she, like, force feed her dog vegan, too? I don't remember, but I think you would know. You've watched more videos on her than I have. She does? That's animal abuse. You can't do that.
We are gathered here to declare the animals have a right to be protected. It's our duty to assure they're not exploited or neglected. We are gathered here to remind you the animals.
Migu says it's okay to feed dogs raw meat. I don't think that's something that you should do, no. Dogs can eat cooked meat. You might as well cook it for safety reasons.
Are persons, not property. They have a right to legal guardianship to protect their lives and their families. All around the world, we need an animal bill of rights. From Antarctica,
Cooked meat is bad for dogs? Okay, I apologize for the bad advice then. I didn't know that.
Europe and Asia, Australia to North and South America, united with all sentient beings in the sea, in the sky, and across the land. We demand an animal bill of rights, an animal bill of rights. We demand an animal bill of rights.
Other people are saying cooked meat's fine for dogs. I don't know. Google it. Don't take my advice.
We are gathered here to urge you to call your member of parliament from Antarctica, Africa,
Is this dog gonna move the entire video?
and
Right, Bella?
Oh, the poor doggo is like, please, I
Thanks for
need
listening.
protein. I'm so tired all the time. I think this is a response video to someone who made a video about her criticizing some of the stuff that we've watched.
Well, hi everybody. It is the last day of 2020. It will be midnight in about 4 hours. I'll probably be fast asleep at that time because the new year means nothing to me. Just like every major holiday or birthday. They're just things that we invent that we should be excited about, but really, who cares? It's just a number. Gonna read some stuff from my phone. 4,000 comments on my last video.
Oh my god, look at this ratio. It's 81,000 dislikes to 2.7 thousand likes. I don't think I've ever seen a video with that ratio that's so bad in terms of dislikes.
What the hell do you guys have to say? How in the fuck am I supposed to read
Did I see the video where the vegan person trying to show their dog was vegan and the dog went straight for the meat? No, I haven't seen that.
4,000 comments? Okay, it's not gonna happen. But I'll just start randomly. Here I go. 4,000 comments. By Doomslayer. Posted 6 hours ago. Her, be vegan. YouTube has evidence of her eating a McDouble. There you go. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you? Hold on. Can you see? I don't know how to make you see that.
Get a program to put stuff on the screen.
Oh, there. Right? So, yeah. Since YouTube has evidence, it must be true. Because, you know, nobody ever edits things or lies on YouTube. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, just so much crap. What's the point reading any of this? Randomly, okay? Her, I don't want to...
Otaku X with a clip.
Or we'll boycott Fishy Joe's.
You're vegetarians. Who cares what you do?
Shut up.
Animals eat other animals. It's nature.
No, it isn't. We taught a lion to eat tofu. The point.
Force you to be vegan. Also her. If you don't start shoving apples down your throat, you will go to hell. Heaven is for good people. Unless you don't believe in heaven. Then you should just be good because it's the right thing to do. God. Just ordered everything off a McDonald's menu. Feeling good? HBU. I have no idea what that means. Oh, how about you, maybe? Taking off the lettuce and stuff, dough. Don't want that on my food. Okay, that's great. Thanks for telling me. This is how you spend your time Like, you don't have anything better.
Then why are you responding? People are going to troll on your videos on YouTube. People troll on my videos on YouTube. You know what you do? Boop, you delete their comment. And then you block them from commenting on your videos, if you care that bad. Responding is what people want. When people troll you, or whatever you want to call it, they want you to react to the thing. If you don't react, they don't get what they want. It's fine.
Better to do than type that in my comment section? Like, how guilty are you feeling about eating these animals? You have to tell me about it. Okay, what about something else? Okay, what is going on with the videos of you and
I didn't
Tommy
write that
in
poll
it?
for the record with the misspellings.
I don't know. I mean, this kid...
I assume it's intentional.
I had no idea who this kid was. Somebody just said somebody tagged me on TikTok and said, you should do a video about him, or he doesn't like Americans or something. Anyways, I'm not American, I'm Canadian, but apparently all his fans are freaking out because I did a video about him. And it had over 1 million views over on TikTok. So I looked at all of the duets that people did.
Baha says, my gut reaction to this woman is to do the opposite of every single thing she suggests. As a vegan, the only time I've considered not being vegan anymore is when watching her.
People are just incredible how they imitate each other. It's fascinating. Anybody who wants to get their PhD in psychology, contact me. Because if you just look at the duets from my videos, you will see complete insanity. Okay, the first one, everybody's freaking out. Just like when I did that one on that guy, Gordon Ramsay. All the answers, oh my God! Everybody's saying, oh, it's Tess, oh my God, it's incredible, look what she's doing. She's daring to challenge Gordon Ramsay. And then Gordon Ramsay, who doesn't give a shit about me, and why should he, completely ignores me, and then everybody walks away. And they freaked out for nothing. So I did a video also trying to encourage this guy, Tommy in it, who I don't even know. It's just that somebody said, he hates vegans or something. So I'm like, okay, apparently he's some famous guy. So I'll do a video encouraging him to be vegan. Why not? Even if he'll never see it. His
We're quite sure you heard about us, crazy vegans by now. We're the ones who don't want to hurt a single cat, pig, chicken, or cow. We're the ones who eat veggie burgers with beans, nuts, rice, and seeds. And yes,
Can we not exploit children for YouTube? That'd be great.
we get enough protein. I mean, just look at us. We're growing like weed. Yes, we're vegan kids, but we're not that crazy after all. Yes, we're vegan kids. We just buy the vegan options at the mall. Yes, we're vegan kids, but we're not that different from you. Yes,
Do you think she's showed these kids videos of animals getting, like, severely abused on farms and stuff? Like, graphic stuff?
Thank you so much for inviting me to sing here today at this very first 100% all vegan barbecue right here at KFC. Isn't the food just wonderful? Thank y'all so much for this gift here. Fits me perfectly. You even spelt my name right. That's amazing. Are you enjoying the fried green tomatoes, the okra, and the plant-based tofu chicken? Isn't that just delicious? Well, let's sing, shall we? KFC, we're so happy to be going cruelty-free and changing our name to Kentucky Fried Compassion. KFC, we're so proud of you. CEO, Mr. Tony Lowerings himself, for agreeing to start phasing in a 100% vegan menu.
He makes songs to restaurants to try and convince them to switch to vegan, which is, of course, a ridiculous waste of time. Like, you're not gonna, via YouTube video, convince McDonald's or KFC to switch to a vegan menu, so why waste the time and energy when you could be doing more productive things for the vegan community? Just seems weird. Okay, that's probably enough of vegan teacher for the day. I just find her very interesting. Here's a bonus, though. How do I spell John Sackers? There we go. John Sackers is another interesting vegan. So let's watch a couple of his videos, okay?
You wanna suck? You wanna suck?
Excuse me?
Do you wanna suck on one of my teats?
No.
Hey, I'm just trying to be friendly. I'm a nice cow.
You're not a cow. You're a man in a cow costume.
No, I'm not. I'm a cow. Moo. Hey, you look like you could use some calcium. I got your calcium right here, baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm a grown woman. And I get all the calcium I need from plants.
Plant foods?
Yes, I get my calcium from dark leafy greens like kale and collard greens.
But my milk is delicious.
I also get calcium from legumes, nuts, and fortified foods.
Ain't nothing better than milk from a cow. You drink milk at home, right, baby?
Not cow's milk. I have plant-based milks, like soy milk, rice milk, hemp milk, coconut milk.
But cow's milk is good for you.
Cow's milk is for baby cows. We have no right to steal milk from cows.
Hey, you don't have to steal my milk, baby. I'm offering it to you freely.
No thanks.
You know you want to have a suck.
Why did he choose to make this video? Why?
You're not a cow. You're a man in a cow costume. That's not a real udder. And there's no milk in there.
Oh, I got lots of milk inside me, baby. You know you want to suck it out.
No, I don't. You're not a cow. You're a pervert thrusting his crotch into my face.
Ha ha ha!
Calling the police?
I'll go offer my milk to someone else.
Hey, you want to learn about dairy farming? Take this and go vegan.
This is about to get TOS, so I gotta back out, but just know that it ends in a cow suit 69, okay?
I can make anybody wanna go vegan. All I gotta do is move my body like this. I can make anybody wanna go vegan. All I gotta do is shake my ass like this. I can make anybody wanna go vegan. All I gotta do is roll my hips like this. People see me and they wanna be vegan. I I love fruits.
Nope. Ooh.
My fingers are bored. They need something to do. What's that? I can tickle you? Yeah! Tickle, 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 tickle. Wow, my friend, that was lots of fun. But now it's time to tickle somebody else. What's that? I can tickle you? Yeah! Tickle, 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 tickle.
I've never seen this one.
Tickle, 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 tickle. Wow, my friend, that was lots of fun. But now it's time to tickle somebody else. Who wants to get tickled? Who wants to get tickled? No one? Aww. My fingers are bored. They need something to do. What's that? I can tickle you? Yeah! Tickle, 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 tickle. Wow, my friend, that was lots of fun. But now it's time to tickle somebody else. What's that? I can tickle you? Yeah! Tickle, 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 tickle.
Someone asked for a link.
Tickle, 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 tickle,
There you go.
tickle, 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 tickle. Wow, my friend, that was lots of fun. But now it's time to tickle somebody else. Who wants to get tickled? Who wants to get tickled? No one? Aww. My fingers are bored. They need something to do. What's that? I can tickle you? Yeah! Tickle, 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 tickle. Wow, my friend, that was lots of fun. But now it's time to tickle somebody else. What's that?
How is there still so much left of the song? It's just the same thing over and over again.
Oh, this is a very silly song, you know. Sometimes it's okay to just have fun and have a laugh or two. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Is this a lost Tim and Eric sketch?
Okay. Go vegan, everybody.
What the absolute fuck?
Wanna lick my balls, go vegan. Wanna suck my dick, go vegan. If you eat animal products, we're never gonna get busy. Wanna kiss my lips, go vegan. Wanna grab my ass, go vegan. If you eat animal products, we're never gonna get busy. If you exploit animals, my crotch is closed for business. If you are Hello, this video was on YouTube and last night I deleted it because someone wrote a comment and they said, John, this video has cannibalistic undertones. And I got freaked out. I thought, maybe it does because I was licking the papaya as if I were licking a woman. And then I started to eat the papaya. But I'm not a cannibal. Absolutely not. I have been with a woman and, you know, maybe like nibbled a little bit on her neck or her inner thighs or something rather. But absolutely, I am not into cannibalism. So yeah, I deleted the video, but DJ.
That's the end of this segment. We're moving on. We're moving on. Moving on. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, everyone. That's not okay. Jesus Christ. Oh. Bits messages. The Otaku X says, we have to eat birds because eating dinosaurs is epic. Nick says, what's with chuds and the constant masturbation to thoughts of being persecuted? I don't know. Hoi Polloi says, righteous flower crown, Hannah. Thank you. Bardlock Moses says, I've seen people care more about animals than people. Yeah, that happens. Antipodian Squid says, my cat sure has a voice. That arsehole never shuts up and doesn't stop bullying me. Otaku X says, shockingly, people can both enjoy and encourage eating meat and advocate for better treatment and conditions for animals. Nick says, so I'm no culinary scientist, but wouldn't gassing animals make them taste bad? That was my thought initially, but I don't know. RTK142 says, wait, she has an LGBT video? Is it going to make me hate being a lesbian? Cherry Tree Boy says, my culinary teacher showed us many different disturbing videos of animals getting killed, and when I said I didn't want to watch them, she made me write a whole essay why I didn't. It's kind of messed up. Nick says, and what about those in societies that will kill you for being LGBTQIA+, and you can't move out? Yeah, her privilege is pretty prevalent in that one. Bardlock Moses says, come out as gay, the Middle East compared to coming out as vegan, see what happens. Andrew Batella says, this woman in the Middle Ages would have been, you're gay? Just move to a desert island. Big deal. Enlid says, we need a title fight, pay-per-view, vegan teacher versus Mimsy Moon. Guardian Eden says, protect animals until it comes to protecting their health by giving them a proper diet. RTK142 says, I'm surprised she's not a flat earther. At the very least, she doesn't deny you can go to Antarctica. And of course she's one of those holidays are bullshit people. Otaku X says, Hannah, I'm reminded of this Futurama clip, and then it was the Starving Lion clip. Mike Max 321 says, I'll pay good money to see her fight Tiger King guy. Damn that Carol Baskin. Bitter Old Ass Broad, thanks for resubscribing with 3 months, says, happy anniversary. May your day be full of snark and calls from sovereign sit judges. Thank you. Guardian Eden with 20 bits says, who are these kids? I don't know who those kids were. RTK142 says, I'd rather cars for kids than that. Guardian Eden says, is this supposed to convince me of something? It's supposed to turn you on to veganism and other things. Bardlock Moses says, there is no God. Guardian Eden says, this is giving me big Onision energy and I hate it. Angel Lee Art, thanks for following. The Distant Red says, seeing him move his body like that does make me not want to eat meat. Simultaneously, I'm never gonna eat again. Guardian Eden says, Hannah, I need an adult. I'm kind of an adult, I think. Devolio11, thanks for 20 bits, says, welcome to the consensual vegan tickling hour. Barlock Moses says, this makes me want to Uber some meat. Mr. Sir Knight Kingyo says, the Fedora from Hell. And Lady Chelsea of the Void, thanks for resubscribing with 6 months. Preemie sub baby. If it's that preemie, that sub baby is probably not going to make it. Not going to lie. Normally we do this first, but I kind of just slid right into the vegan teacher stuff at the beginning of the stream, so maybe we'll, do some MAGA cope stuff. Cleanse? That's not a bad idea. Let me see if I can get us a cleanse. Is, Sausage Guy doing anything? Oh, he did do one that I didn't show you guys. He did a thick water sausage.
It's the water sausage sequel. YouTube comment suggestions. We're gonna see how thick this thick water really is. I've seen thicker. Down the hatch. That's.
What's thick water for? I spent a day drinking thick water, the worst hydration life hack ever. Let me see. Ugh, it's so thick and viscous. What is it for and why it exists? Technically, thick water is intended to help people who have trouble swallowing, often called dysphagia. This might be due to the physical makeup of the esophagus, a neurological problem, or simply getting old. Being able to properly swallow liquids can lead to pneumonia, choking, and several other very serious complications. In theory, then, thickening those liquids allows those people to better consume their favorite liquids without choking, so they can stay nice and hydrated. Gotcha. Coolio.
That's an awful sensation. I just
Baja
gotta
also gave me an answer. Thank you.
know if this is gonna blow. That's a 5 Ruffalo all the way. Let's
What are they putting it to make it viscous?
sausage. Why did I make it
How did that one not burst? Are you kidding me?
so big? Well, clearly I thought this was gonna shrink as much as the last one did, and this one did not. We'll have to eat it with part of it just laying right there. So here we go. It tastes like thick. It tastes like thick organ water. 0 out of 5.
Oh, thick organ water. Oh, that's so gross. All right, there's your cleanse. Excuse me. Alright, like I said, we normally start with the MAGA cope stuff, but we got into the vegan teacher things, so let's do a little bit of MAGA cope and then we'll move on to John Doyle's latest abomination of a video, shall we? President Trump is looking better than ever. He's getting in shape for 2024 and liberals are freaking out. He looks gaunt. Baja showed me this picture the other day, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening with Donald Trump? Maybe he is just legitimately losing weight, and if he is, okay, that's cool. But, like, he's losing weight in the way older people tend to lose weight, and it just makes him look very unhealthy. He looks like he's slowly turning into the Crypt Keeper. Joe Biden is about as useless as solar and wind energy. I'm sure that joke will continue to age very well. This is on an ATM somewhere. It's a sticker that says Trump won 2020, Biden cheated. Here is the evidence.com and patriots.win. Patriots.win, of course, being the new site address for the Donald.win. I looked at it today. It's just as bad as you would expect. They're still hanging around there. There's an upside-down American flag, and a flag that says, Jesus is my savior, Trump is my president. They love the country so much that when someone who wins an election they don't like, they decide that we're in some sort of upside-down apocalypse world. Great. $20 bill that says, Donald Trump lives here. God damn it. Passenger on flight from Seattle to Denver accused of refusing mask, urinating in cabin. Yeah, don't pee in an airplane anywhere other than the bathroom, please. I think everyone else would appreciate it. This person says, I've not been wearing my mask when walking into places lately. I make whoever works there tell me to put it on before I do, so I need a mask with the finger on it like this one because I think it would be a lot of fun. And the employees will roll their eyes and not care. They see probably 5 or 6 of you idiots a day. They just want to do their job, put a mask on, you babies. We're almost done, guys. The vaccine is being administered, okay? We're almost done. Just behave. We are so close to being over this shit. Do you guys remember the Tiger King part of quarantine and social distancing? That was so long ago, and now we're so close to the end. Just behave, please. Oh no. Trump 2024, but it looks like duct tape has been put over the 0 in 2020? That's a horrifying design for a shirt. permanently banned on TikTok. I'm so oppressed. That's about right.
You already know. Hey guys, it's Lance Videos. As you already know, I'm banned on TikTok. Permanently banned because I support Trump. Literally because I support Trump.
I'm gonna put a big ol' X to doubt on that one.
I wanted to say that we're not going to stop. On Instagram, we are going to go hard on Instagram, right? My followers don't care what
Yeah, his hair's all wet. That's kind of weird.
platform I'm on. I'm going to be on Instagram now. It's totally fine. Not even
How did he violate TOS? Does anyone know? I'll look in the comments. Someone might know on there.
phased. I might get my TikTok account back, but it's not even for sure. This is really, quite honestly disgusting what they did to us. But we're going to grow 3 times as much on Instagram now. We are going to boost it up. I lost 150,000 followers because they banned me on TikTok, but we're about to get 150,000 followers on Instagram. So that does not even faze me. All right, guys, keep your hopes up. I'm going to keep posting videos, and I'm going to move all my videos to Instagram now. All my videos. So you'll see me here a lot more.
That should be interesting. Let me see if anyone in the responses has any idea what he actually got banned for. My throat's kind of iffy today. I apologize. Probably said some no-no words. Maybe, but I'm just curious. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know. I'll look into it later and maybe we can find out. I kind of want to cover that guy more because I've seen him on this, you know, relatively often, so. It was, he was making false election fraud claims. That would make sense. They've been cracking down on that stuff. Cope Truck, MAGA 2020, keep America great again. Oh no, and he's even got the Trump decal on the window. Oh no. Being constantly offended doesn't mean you're right. It just means you're too narcissistic to tolerate opinions different than yours. Turning Point USA. Because obviously, the right never, ever, ever gets offended. Dr. Seuss. Potato Head. Those are just the more recent ones off the top of my head. Once someone says they went to Harvard or Yale, I quit listening. How often do you talk to people who went to Ivy League schools? Bill Mitchell says, what amazes me is that the steal in 2020 was a vast conspiracy involving many thousands of people at minimum coordinating, and not one has flipped and turned state's evidence against the Democrats. You'd think there'd be at least one with a conscience, but they're not. Democrats are unified in their corruption. Or, how about this? Let's Occam's razor this. Or, there was no fraud. The only way 2 people can keep a secret is if one of them is dead. There is not a conspiracy that involves thousands and thousands of people at the ground level all the way up to high levels of leadership that would sustain itself for more than a week. It just wouldn't happen. Someone would go to the press. Someone would do something. That many people cannot keep a secret like that. Oh, no! How different would it be then? And it's a black officer doing George Floyd on a white guy's neck. It would still be bad? If the police kill anyone unnecessarily, that's bad, and you should be mad about that. Yikerinos. To those who say Trump divided this country, you're right. He divided the smart from the stupid and crooked, am I right? Because when I think super geniuses, I think people who are into QAnon and conspiracies involving Jewish space lasers. YouTube star Tim Pool's news site collapses amid allegations he took someone's cat. He took a cat hostage. I heard about this. I haven't really read into it though, so maybe that's something we got to cover at some point. Oh no, what's Tucker Carl? This is the military pregnant thing that Tucker Carlson did?
So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It's a mockery of the U.S. military.
What? Women are in the military and the Air Force, and there are areas where they're going to be wearing flight suits, even though if they're not, like, literally about to fly a jet. They still wear flight suits in certain areas. You can be pregnant and be in the military, Tucker, you jackass.
While China's military becomes more masculine as it's assembled the world's largest navy, our military needs to become...
Pretty sure the United States has the biggest navy, but okay.
As Joe Biden says, more feminine. Whatever feminine means anymore, since men and women no longer exist.
Yep. Us binary trans people definitely think that men and women don't exist.
The bottom line is, it's out of control, and the Pentagon's going along with this. Again, this is a mockery of the U.S. military and its core mission, which is winning wars. One of the few people who's been paying attention to this is someone who served in the U.S. military, Indiana Congressman Jim Banks.
I think military people got mad at him over this. Rightfully so. Did you guys see this? This was an actual official statement put out by the office of the former president, which is just an office that Trump put together for press releases and stuff like that, and to plan his events or whatever. And it literally just reads like a tweet. This clearly he wanted to tweet, but couldn't tweet because he got banned from Twitter months ago. So this is just a tweet he released via press release that says, "Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. I hope everyone remembers when they're getting the COVID-19, often referred to as the China virus vaccine, that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best, and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. I hope everyone remembers." No. Wake up, it has never been about Dr. Seuss. It is simply their groundwork for a more important target. And then it's the Cat in the Hat next to the Bible. First of all, Cat in the Hat is still being published. It was 6 other Dr. Seuss books that were low-selling books that they pulled. And that was the publisher's decision. I don't think any publishers of the Bible, the best-selling book of all time, are going to pull it from store shelves. The persecution complex is strong in these people. This has never been more true than it is today, March 9th, 2021. One thing is, we should already know, in my honest opinion, a lot of people are still in denial. The only truth is this world comes from government. Everything else can safely be ignored as untrue. I have memorized parts of the Bible since I was a little girl. They can take my Bible, but they can't take my mind, and they can't take my soul that belongs to God. Oh, it's a Book of Eli twist. Sunstrom says, "When we give you shock therapy, those memories are gone too, you know." I don't know how shock therapy works. I've been saying to my wife for some time they're coming for our Bibles. They'll have to take it out of my dead hands. Our Bibles and guns are where the line must be drawn with these people. They've already crossed the line. It's about the children. What about them? I'm wondering what thing will be the one that starts the Civil War. Probably Dr. Seuss at this rate. When they try and confiscate the guns, that would definitely be one thing that does it. But we shouldn't be surprised. The same book tells us that this is exactly how it will happen. You know, in the Bible, how it talks about gun confiscations. If they come for God's word, how many Christians will miss it? Wake up, lukewarm church. And then it's pictures of a Walmart turned into a FEMA concentration camp or something. Communist Democrats hate the Bible and the gospel. Yes, Catholic Joe Biden hates the Bible. It was a pretty big clue when Obama said we cling to guns and Bibles. Amen. F 'em. Exactly. Guys, the estate made this decision for 6 books. That is all. Books you're probably never read. Oh, good. It ends with someone being like, hey, come back to reality, people. Yeah, I heard about the Milo thing. Leftist student calls the Constitution racist. The 3/5 compromise. Not racist. Let me put it that way. Science spelled backwards is eknesis. An eknes was a device used by #pagans to summon Satan himself to brainwash children and turn them into literal sheep. Literal sheep. Satan is transmuting children into sheep. Cool. These pagans were called scientists. Today's scientists use eknesics science to brainwash our kids. #MAGA, #Flat Earth. I'm pretty sure that's a parody post. Because the account is Warrior of Woke, and it's, come on, it's too perfect. It says #MAGA, #Flat Earth. At minimum, this is a Poe, but I'm gonna call probably parody. Probably parody. Baha can confirm. And she is, in fact, a, scientist. So... he says, we lost Dr. Seuss, Clarence Thomas, and Pepe Le Pew, and that was all just this week. Oh, that's a list, isn't it? Did you see this? Graham Linehan, who is, was Glinner here on Twitter, big old turf piece of garbage, just admitted to the House of Lords that his fight against trans people's rights placed his marriage under such a strain that my wife and I finally agreed to separate. Beautiful. At least his wife might not be a huge piece of shit. That's good. You ever try and hate trans people so much that it ruins your entire life? Like, damn, Graham, I'm just trying to live. I'm no longer... Who is this? Hold on. Andrew Callahan, host of popular show All Gas No Brakes, just made the announcement that he's leaving the show due to a contract dispute. Oh, I don't know anything about that.
It's gonna be a hard pill. Ooh, this is gonna be a hard pill to swallow. Time for the truth to be told, though. Yeah, Hitler didn't die in World War II. They escaped to Argentina. They had a daughter, Stanley Ann Dunham, who is Barack Obama's mother.
You know, I don't think... So the goalposts have now moved from the false claim that Obama is not a United States citizen to Obama is Hitler's grandson. Great.
Yes, that's right. You heard me right. Hitler is Obama's biological grandson. Take a look.
Oh, no!
Ava Braun in the middle here. Stanley Ann Dunham in the bottom right as a baby. There's Hitler on the left and Barack Obama in the middle with Stanley Ann Dunham, his mother, and Ava Braun, his grandmother. Sorry.
Is she literally basing this claim off looking at these pictures and thinking that they look like the same women? Even though they don't? Oh, God, these people. Imagine living in a nation where Cardi B's wet-ass P-word wins Song of the Year. Oh, did it? It's a catchy-ass song. Yet The Cat in the Hat is deemed inappropriate content and Disney slaps content warnings on The Muppet Show. The Cat in the Hat is not one of the things that is getting pulled from being published. Why do these people lie constantly? Give me everything you got. Come and take it. And it's a cat in the hat. Oh no. Unpopular opinion. Socialism is anti-Semitic because the Holocaust is a product of it. Oh no. That's a lot of wrong. That's so wrong.
Not get no stupid. So I guess this needs to be said too. All you people that think Biden is the president, you guys cannot get no stupider, okay?
I cannot get no stupider. That's true.
Not in the White House. It's closed down. He is on a movie set. You guys are so freaking ignorant that I just have to laugh, because you're not hurting my feelings. Never one time did Trump ever have to fake anything he's done. Not one time. He don't fake shit. Why is Biden faking he's in the White House? Oh, because he's not your president. Wake the fuck up. How dumb can you be? Like, you're so dumb. You're the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. Educate yourself, people.
Don't you love when really, really stupid people tell you to educate yourself? That's lovely. I think we've circled back to what we've seen before at this point. Anything interesting from either Parlor Cringe or Parlor Takes? Sometimes they have videos. I really like the videos. They're just short little things. No, that's still a Google's Gotcha thing. What about Patriot Takes? Do they have anything new?
Do I turn this sideways?
Okay. Oh, it's with Mike Lindell. Mike Pillow.
Okay. Now, do I turn this sideways? I don't know how this works.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, just like this. Just like this.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Mike, we got it. We got it. Okay. Can you start whenever you're ready? I know you're probably
Yep. No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Can you start with just doing a quick drop for the show? Okay, I'll wait till you. Okay. Oh.
I'm back and forth.
Okay. You got it on a tripod?
No, I was going to put it on the tripod where I do all my shows. Let me see. Am I coming in okay there?
No, now you're facing the wrong way. So now
okay. All right. Hold on. There, I'll just do it like this.
Okay. Yeah, you look great.
Hold on.
Oh, boomers.
Platform is going to be like a YouTube, Twitter combined, and that'll be in about 10 to 14 days. When that comes out, we're going to dump evidence like you've never seen before, every day, all day long. I'm starting.
What are the chances that Mike Lindell is back on drugs? Like, legitimately. What do you guys think? Like, give me a percentage chance, and don't meme and say 100 because you don't know. I'm just curious. What do you guys think? Like. I'm at 65% he's back on drugs behind the scenes. Stop drinking sodas, they're really bad for us anyway. This is just more fascism, says Sidney Powell. What does that even mean? Oprah arrested and Tom Hanks executed. I'm surrounded by nut jobs. Apparently, according to my parents, Oprah has been arrested and Tom Hanks has been executed for sex trafficking. They found out some list with literally every big celebrity on it. It it might have been an Epstein list. Wasn't Trump on it, I thought? I don't even know. They keep pointing out that Jim Carrey is on it because he's my favorite actor. Like they want some emotional response from me. Or for me to hate him? Anyways, gonna go watch Dumb and Dumber. I'm honestly more concerned that that person's favorite actor is Jim Carrey. Give me everything you got for this.
On one hand, a politician that doesn't have either a political agenda or a personal agenda. Either that or they've been compromised or...
If you're a politician without a political agenda, you're a shitty politician. It's your entire job to have a political agenda. What are you talking about?
Blackmail. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a whole nother world out there. I'll tell you.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. How about Right Wing Watch? Anything on there?
These Democrats are now sending these women to make these allegations against Cuomo is because they need that to divert from the COVID-19 situation where the numbers were exacerbated and in certain areas and then deflated in the important areas.
That's not even what exacerbated means. You mean exaggerated? Exacerbated is like if you make something worse, but that wouldn't apply to fudging numbers.
So now here comes all these women out of nowhere. It happens every time. It never fails. Anytime it happens, it's mighty funny to me how for years and years and years and years, all of these women.
Jezebel says, what the fuck is Cuomo? Mayor of New York, currently dealing with Me Too scandal. I guess he allegedly harassed women, which it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of men in power do that shit. Thus the Me Too movement.
Remain silent. And then in a moment of time, they have a great epiphany. And the angels of honesty come and visit them. And
I'm sorry. I said mayor. Governor. My bad.
Anoint them with power from on high to go forth and lead the charge of bringing men to account. Well, it's a bunch of bull is what it is.
Television set.
Oh yeah, remember when Copeland tried to heal everyone of COVID through their televisions?
Put your hand on that television set.
Yes,
Lord. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Lord Jesus. He received your healing.
Yes.
Now. Say it, I take it.
I take it.
I have it.
I have it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
I thank you and praise you for it.
Yes, Lord.
And I forgive if I have aught against any.
I forgive.
And I praise you that I'm well and whole.
I praise you that I'm well and whole.
Yes. According to the word of God.
According to the word of God.
I'm healed.
Yes.
And I consider not my own body.
Yes. Consider not my own body.
I consider not symptoms in my body.
I consider not symptoms in my body.
But only that which God has promised.
Only that which God has.
Only that what the Word has said.
Only that what the Word.
And by His stripes I was healed. And by His stripes I am healed now. I'm not the sick trying to get healed. I'm the healed and the devil's trying to give me the flu.
That's right.
Or whatever else kind of thing he's trying.
Yeah.
Did he forget the name of COVID? So he had to say whatever kind of thing?
Healed and well.
Yes.
In the sweet name of Jesus.
Glory to God.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
How'd that work out? Not great.
Believe that
Let's see. 1 year anniversary of Liz Crokin declaring that COVID-19 was a cover for Trump to lock down the country and carry out mass arrests.
The coronavirus, which the President of the United States and many doctors have said is no more serious than the flu, is
wrong.
the cover to put the country into lockdown, just like Italy is in lockdown, to possibly declare martial law, get people off the streets, keep them in their homes so they're safe. So when the military and the National Guard sweeps in and conducts these mass arrests, it is done in a manner where people are kept safe. And like I said, if you've been following me and if you've been following Q since 2017, Q has been talking about these mass arrests, and Q has also been talking about how when these arrests happen, there will probably be many days of darkness, social media might go down, the National Guard's going to come in, the military will be used to arrest these people, and that is what I believe is happening right now. I
wonder what she has to say about that nowadays.
Who was mulling over the Senate run to bump out rhinos from Oklahoma. It is rhino season after all, and let's talk about what rhinos love to do, waffle on very important subjects. Pastor, the rights of the unborn, as a Christian, I can only imagine where you stand on that. The incumbent on their actual webpage has a really shocking explanation of what they think. And you look at this and he's questioning whether or not what it is, apparently, for the unborn. Looking at this, how does that grab you?
Well, you know, when it comes to the rights of the unborn, I think as a Christian, we have to recognize something. It was a fetus inside of his mother's womb, John the Baptist, who leaped for joy at the presence of another fetus who happened to be Jesus inside the womb of Mary.
If you're making policy decisions based on religious mythology, please don't run for the government. We're not in a theocracy. That was a bad song. I gotta call Danzy. She can teach me how to write better songs.
So we have to understand life begins at conception. And as a believer, we need to fight for the rights of those who have not yet been born, and not only as a believer, but also as an American. And this is a very, very important subject that a lot of people talk the talk, but they never actually walk the walk and fight this subject.
Republican Party can run and win on an American First agenda.
Essentially, one's over the corporation, one's over the republic. One has the essential machinery of the economy and the essential machinery of the military, and one has things to do with other things. That, you can say what's left, a little niche there, and there's a moment of quick confrontation coming where it's going to require that things go back fully, visibly in the order that the Lord has said. And that is President Trump will be there. Again, he is. We'll find out. He's been ruling and reigning and, again, accomplishing things that he could not accomplish even if he was in the full role of standing in the presidential seat because of the attacks he would be getting. It's really saving him. There's a kind of a strategic wisdom to do all you can while they have to shoot at somebody else. Yeah.
Trump's really the president, but he had to pretend to lose the election so he could do stuff. Interesting.
He is intellectually impaired. He's got senile dementia, and we have him as our president. So you ask yourself, who's running the show? Now, I want to show you a scripture from the book of Isaiah, as I think is important. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Now, let's start with children are your oppressors. Who's trying to have the negative impact on our nation? Who has led these riots? Well, mostly they're kids. They're teenagers and young men and women that are causing the problem.
Pat, to you, a 40-year-old is a child. Stop.
Children are your oppressors. Now, who is in charge? There are two women who are in charge. One in charge of the White House is Kamala Harris. The one in charge of the Congress is Nancy Pelosi. They are the ones that are running this government right now, exactly what the Bible said.
It wouldn't even matter if that were the case. I really wouldn't care. First of all, she's only in charge of... Pelosi is only in charge of the House, right? She's the Speaker of the House. But we have a bicameral legislature. Schumer is the Senate Majority Leader, currently. As far as Kamala, I wouldn't care if she was in charge. Biden could die tomorrow and she would be the president and that'd be fine. That's how vice presidents work.
Now, all the influencers coming.
That has been ordained. President Trump is the president. That has been ordained, nominated by the Lord, prophesied all the way from King Clement's days, and over 1,000 prophets still hang on to around the world, prophetic voices, whether known or not known, that he's in. And then the voting, anybody who's seen the actual information, why it's hidden, why you can't see, the normal public cannot see the information, why you cannot be exposed to the actual voting feedback, and it gets blocked even by the Supreme Court, is because it'll show you that he won over 70% of the vote and 49 of the 50 states. So
you can't see the evidence, guys, but trust me, Trump won 70% of the vote.
But am I allowed to be? I don't hate blacks, but am I allowed to?
What?
Right? You with me, folks? And that's what's going on. That's what the cancel culture does. The government, the society, whoever, they make a set of values, and if you don't agree with a set of values, they ban you on Facebook.
Yes. If you're a racist, you're gonna get banned if you express racist opinions. Sorry? Welcome to society. People don't like assholes.
They don't give you the right to free discussion, free speech. They don't have... If I wanted to say I was a racist, and I want to be a racist, they can't come along and say, you're not allowed to be a racist. We're not going to listen to you. That's the cancel culture.
That's the most mask off I've ever seen someone complain about cancel culture. I don't like cancel culture because it means I can't be racist. Correct. Yeah, don't be a racist, you piece of shit. What the fuck?
Racial marriage would be...
Uh-oh.
Today, interracial marriage would be considered honorable. When 40 years ago, it would have been considered a disgrace.
Yeah, society progresses beyond petty bullshit like that.
Now, is it a disgrace or is it honorable? And has the mixing of culture...
Oh, no.
...been good for America or has it been bad? Is America stronger today than we were 40 years ago? Or
he's not racist, though. He just espouses opinions of white nationalists.
Are we weaker today? And it could be, are we weaker today because multiculturalism is spiritual AIDS and has brought an infection?
Multiculturalism is spiritual AIDS. Ooh, not racist, though. Definitely not. Wink, wink, wink.
Into what was the once great Christian American.
What a piece of absolute trash. Jesus Christ. Okay, on that note, I think we're probably good with the MAGA cope. Yikes. It's so bad. Why are they so bad? Why can't they learn to just not be this? Just have some empathy. Just have some empathy. Oh, I know this guy. Hold on.
I was to right-wing watch what Trump was to, like, CNN. I'm serious. Did you guys know this? I used to look, and they would have videos that would have, like, 300 plays, 500 plays, and anytime they had my clips, it was, like, 50,000 plays. I was what kept right-wing watch open for business for years, and now I don't know, they faded off into fucking irrelevancy. Very sad.
You need me. You definitely need me. Okay. That's enough MAGA cope for the day. Let's get to John Doyle's video. Oh, I got bit messages too. By the way, did you see this? This is a clip from a stream Jeremy of the quartering fame deleted. For obvious reasons. Someone sent this to me. Whoever it was, I appreciate it. I think someone who participates in the Kiwi Farms threads for the quartering is a fan of mine because they are continually sending me videos that happen to also be on the Kiwi Farms thread for Jeremy. If so, hi.
That shit's funny. If you can't laugh at stereotypes about yourself, like, I really don't know. Like, I mean, black folks really do be liking watermelon and chicken. I mean, why is that a harmful stereotype? There's a reason that Popeye's chicken isn't in the suburbs. So, but so what? Who cares? I love chicken. Like, it doesn't even matter. That shit's...
There's surprisingly few Kiwi Farms threads on me, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'd like to stay obscure to them. They're not the biggest fans of trans people. I don't know. Maybe I haven't... No. My self-awareness is not enough to protect me from the people on Kiwi Farms. I shouldn't say that. Either way, they have a thread on Jeremy that I peek in on every once in a while. Yeah, Kiwi Farms is oof. I literally was just going through with... No, I'm not going to say that. I won't be specific about it. I was literally just going through Kiwi Farms the other day looking at threads on other people. I steer away from looking at anything involving me. They haven't posted about me in quite a while, though. But someone from our community literally showed up randomly in one of the threads, and I was really mad because they were mean as fuck. On Kiwi Farms, they say that you and Jake are too boring to lol cow. I'll take it. I'll take it. Bits messages. Mr. Sir Knight Kingo says, had to drink thick water after I had an injury to my throat. I now sound like a frog and will never drink to that shit again. It's gross, like drinking mashed up Jell-O. Yeah, that sounds gross. What's Kiwi Farms? It's a website where people go and make fun of people from the internet and are usually chuddy and use slurs and stuff like that, you know. It's basically high school bullying, the website, but for the entire internet. They don't have a thread about John Doyle, which is shocking to me, because John Doyle's prime material for that kind of stuff, but... The Otaku X says, my brother-in-law, who lives next to my parents, only turned his flag back right side like a week ago. That's pathetic. Yeah, John might be. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the people on Kiwi Farms are fans of John. So, I don't know. Who knows, though. RTK says, you know an upside-down flag is meant to symbolize distress. Yes, I'm aware of that. Dino Nuggy 55, thanks for following. Pyromancer says, got my first dose of Pfizer today. Nice. Good for you. Make sure you get your second, okay? Nick says, I bet Joe Exotic would do a better job of handling COVID than any Republican politician. Bitter Old Ass Broad says, isn't stupidity TOS? Fortunately, no. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a show. Andrew Batella with 20 bits says, excuse me, lady, it's it's mixed potato head. Von Tux with 100 bits says, is it just me, or do all chuds sound like they're subconsciously doing Donald Trump impressions when they talk, or am I subconsciously reading into their speech patterns? No, a lot of them have started, at least in the grifter sphere, adopting some of his quirks. Nick says, Tucker Carlson should be the face of our punchable faces. RTK says, very much a woman. F you, Tucker. Pyromancer says, Carlson is a mockery of a human being. Chrysia says, it even fits in the character limit. RTK says, over-under on Gina Carano's movie having something to do with Christianity. I actually don't think... It'll be subtle if it does. I think the Ben Shapiro stuff, they've been trying to... How do I put this? Play down that stuff and try and make it a movie to sneak in the messaging, more so than that. Who knows, though? Did I hear about Milo? Yes, I did. He's doing the conversion grift. It's messed up. Nick says, they literally can't come for your Bibles, you idiots. It's the First Amendment. Otaku X says, Hannah, you've read enough chick tracts to know Catholics aren't Christian. According to some evangelicals, weirdly enough. Von Tuck said, if they weren't such terrible people, I'd feel bad for Blair and Milo. They basically have to openly hate themselves to have a place in their political movements of choice. Yeah, it's messed up. Pyromancer says, it's already been 2 months since Biden took office and the cope is still growing strong. I know, it's crazy. We should learn how to power the country with it. It's the most sustainable resource in human history. Did I hear about Panda Express? No, I did not. What's going on with Panda Express? Squid says, big if true, that's quite a rebellion by Hitler's daughter. Silent Storm 1313, thanks for following. Otaku X says, Google's gotcha is better than anything Danzy has done. You take that back. Danzy's a national treasure. Pyromancer says, boomer moment for Mike. T.O. Oh boy. T.O. McGee. Thank you for resubscribing with 10 months. Says, hey Hannah, 10 months go by so fast. Nick says, Mega Man 12 needs a robot master named Pillow Man and it needs to look like Mike Lindell. Mike Max with an Instagram post. Von Tuck says, wasn't sold on the Lindell interviewer, but then I saw his cigar and I knew, yep, this is professional and legit. Pyromancer says, you can't tell me to stop drinking Barks every day. Nick says, I feel bad for Mike Lindell because I'm glad he kicked his drug habit, but he picked up MAGA, which at this point is just as bad, if not worse than the drugs ever were. Distant Red says, hey Hannah, I don't know if you got the news, but Joe Biden won the 2020 election and Donald Trump lost. You know, I didn't hear that. Thanks for letting me know. Panda Express staff forced to strip at team building seminar that seemed like a cult and What? What? Oh, I don't want to log in right now. That sounds awful. Towing24. Obviously, this guy is not a New York chud. Here in the New York capital region, they are harping on this. But when I respond, yes, impeach him. But why didn't you want to impeach Trump for doing the same stuff? They freak out and use some culture war bullshit. Von Tuck said, I feel bad for future old folks home nurses. Yes, Granny, JFK Jr. and Trump will declare martial law any day now. I mean, that happens now. There's a lot of boomer and older Q people. RTK says, now we have to fight for the right to party. Andrew Patella with 20 bits says, do they really think that Son of God Jesus couldn't have been aborted? Does he have Superman powers or something? Profane Priestess says, since we talked about abortion, I'd like to share a quote, which I missed, sorry. Bardlock Moses says, private platforms have a right to kick you off their platform. Indeed they do. Bitter Old Ass Broad says, ooh, I'm a 46-year-old woman child that rules over Patty Boy. Von Tux, thanks for following. Any Streams, thanks for resubscribing. Kagra, thanks for following. RTK says, okay, it's been a long day for me and I can't handle Doyle. Have a great whatever it is for you when you see this. Live long and prosper. Peace and long life. Wait, I can't do it with that hand. I can do it with this hand. There we go. What's this? The unborn are a convenient group of people to advocate for. They never make demands of you. They are morally uncomplicated. Unlike the incarcerated, addicted, or poor, they don't resent your condescension or complain when you're not politically correct. Unlike widows, they don't ask you to question patriarchy. Unlike orphans, they don't need money, education, or childcare. Unlike aliens, they don't bring all that radical cultural and religious baggage that you dislike. They allow you to feel good about yourself without any work at creating or maintaining relationships, and when they are born, you can forget about them because they cease to be unborn. It's almost as if by being born, they have died to you. You can love the unborn and advocate for them without substantially changing your own wealth, power, or privilege, without reimagining social structures, apologizing, or making reparations to anyone. They are, in short, the perfect people to love if you want to claim you love Jesus but actually dislike people who breathe. Prisoners, immigrants, the sick, the poor, widows, orphans, all groups specifically mentioned in the Bible, all get thrown on the bus for the unborn. That's a good point. It's a good write-up. Shamrock Star, thanks for resubscribing for 9 months. Ooh, we gotta come up with a sub-baby name. Regina George is the name of this sub-baby. Bye, Nick. Thanks for showing up. Hold on. I gotta fix this. There we go. That'll do. Okay. It's time for our favorite Chud, John Doyle. John Doyle's newest video is how to stay optimistic about the future of the USA. So let's see what he's optimistic about, shall we? Still wearing the Buccaneers uniform, I see. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I missed the suit. Let's get into it.
You know what they say, all good things come to an end, which means if this is coming to an end, then it must have been a pretty good thing. But it's not good, which is why we need to be optimistic. But if it's not
all good things come to an end. I know, and I know I'm harping on just something he said, but it bothers me. All good things come to an end doesn't mean all things that come to an end are good. Those would be two separate concepts.
And that which comes to an end is good. That means it's not ending, baby. Let's go! And also,
okay, he's playing a word game. Fine.
Seriousness, I'm somewhere in between. Oh man, they're really going to take the 30-round magazines, aren't they? And they're blanketing the world with evil to prepare for the arrival of a Lovecraftian antichrist from the planet of pure black. Really just depends on my mood at the time, sometimes the weather. We will go over 5 ways to stay optimistic about the future of our country, which is important because if we don't have high morale, then we're not going to be successful because we're going to be demoralized. And they know that, so very important stuff. Do stay tuned. Hello there, ladies and
gentlemen. Update that opening.
Heck off, commie. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Heck Off, Commie. You've reached the White Pill department. How can I direct your call? You've reached the It's Going to Be Okay department. Do you know the extension of the party you're trying to reach? Before we get into that, something crazy has been going on for the last 15 days. Asterix, literally the last year. I'm sure you.
Soily1 asks white pill as opposed to the black pill. A black pill in internet parlance, meaning basically you're a doomer. You think everything is hopeless and might as well give up. So a white pill would be hope or positive thoughts, stuff like that.
You've noticed this, but of course it's still important to point out that many state and local governments have used the cope virus to trample on the constitutional rights of millions while simultaneously defunding law enforcement while the mob and dangerous criminals roam free. When the government...
You gotta scaremonger so you can sell the gun stuff. John's getting real deep into this right-wing grift, just like Alex Jones and the like. Gotta scare him so I can sell him guns and survivor prepper food supplies.
Government can't or won't ensure your safety. Self-defense is your only option. That's why iTarget was invented, to give law-abiding citizens a cost-effective way to train in the safety and privacy of their own home. No more inconvenient trips to the range, no more expensive practice ammunition. Just download iTarget's proprietary app, load the laser bullet into your firearm, and start training.
I feel like if I was a gun person, that wouldn't be very fun to me. I feel like a lot of the fun of shooting a gun would be, like, actually shooting a projectile. I don't know.
iTarget Pro comes in all the...
Also, a laser's gonna be different than the trajectory of a bullet. I don't know.
Major calibers, including .223 for your...
Like, if you're far enough away from the target, there's gonna be a certain amount of, like, drop that happens, at least to my understanding of how it works. So... I don't know.
AR, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm. Today you can save 10% plus get free shipping with the offer code Doyle at checkout when you go to itargetpro.com. This is the smartest way for you to practice, and it pays for itself in like literally a day. That's
and
the letter
recoil.
itargetpro.com, itargetpro.com, offer code Doyle, very epic. I have things to say that I have already said, and so I am going to shamelessly recycle the footage here. Here's a timestamp if you want to skip through it. You've already heard it, whatever. Ready, set, go. About 2 weeks ago, I put out a 2-hour-long dissertation on the harms of pornography that is...
I'm gonna skip past this because we saw it in the previous John Doyle video. So we said 8 minutes is when it gets back to the other stuff.
I'll on conservative families, things like that. I don't know too much about that right now, but when I do and I'm working through those things, I think it'll be good to share with people. So anyways, very epic. Here's the thing. As much as the future may not seem bright, especially considering a lot of the things that we discuss on this channel, some of the trends, the fact of the matter is that to be black-pilled, to be nihilistic, to give up, whichever description you like, that is in itself a form of cope. It is a rare form of cope, but it is a form of cope nonetheless. So sometimes people will convince themselves that things really aren't so bad in order to cope with just how bad things really are, but also sometimes people will convince themselves that things are so bad that there's nothing that they can do, which is just a rationalization for apathy, for inaction, laziness, etc. So this isn't to lay out exactly how we can push back against this. We talk about that enough in other videos. This is specifically how to remain optimistic in general, because a lot of people have said that they've been struggling with that recently, understandably. So I figured that I could put this together pretty quickly so that we have something to get out while the new studio is being put together. So we have 5 ways to stay optimistic, starting with number 1, which is something that we talk about all the time on the channel, which is be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. How are you going to worry about a world that you can't control if you can't even...
I assumed this was going to be a list of like positive air quote news stories that they thought would be positive, but he's just telling people to be disciplined and stuff again. Over under on whether or not he mentions the phrase touching your pee-pee, which is one of his favorite phrases. What do you guys think? Anyone want to take that bet? I bet he does. I bet you guys 10 gift subs. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you guys 10 gift subs.
Control yourself. Dudes be at home with Pornhub open, beer cans everywhere, junk food everywhere, marijuana assembled. I don't know how that stuff works. They're like 30 pounds overweight. They spend 12 hours a day online and they're like, the world is out of control. Bro, you are out of control. That's the principle of it. But there's also the fact that if you're not disciplined, you by definition aren't going to have an optimal future. Therefore, you have no reason to be optimistic. You have to be able to delay the gratification, to be thinking long term. That's how you achieve success. And you can't do that without discipline. So you literally need to be disciplined in order to be optimistic. And then as far as being generally in a good or bad place and how that affects your mood, you're aware of when your lack of discipline is costing you, whether that's in terms of opportunities, money, whatever. Like, you know instinctively when you're not reaching your own potential, and it probably makes you pretty depressed. And you might even double down on whatever your bad habit is to cope with that, but I would implore you not to, because it's just going to make it worse. And then if we can all collectively be disciplined and focused and sharp, then I think we could start to seriously get things going on the right track. So that's that. We knew that. The next one is more political, which is that you must understand and acknowledge the macro timeline. And what that means very simply is that we can't allow ourselves to become too focused on what is immediately happening. We must also look towards the future, and arguably more importantly, the past. Think about it this way.
John Doyle thinks looking towards the past is more important. I'm shocked.
The ideas that legitimately challenged the political establishment. They gained a lot of traction in the early 1990s. Think of figures like Ross Perot, Pat Buchanan, and while they were ultimately unsuccessful, look forward to where we are now with somebody like Donald Trump, who secured the presidency for a term. Same ideas as Buchanan. Literally took America first from him, arguably took Make America Great Again from him, or at least from Reagan. It doesn't matter. The ideas were essentially the same.
Definitely
except this
Reagan.
time, they were more successful. And so the question becomes, can the next figure, whoever that may be, permanently or at least irreparably shatter the political consensus? Things are getting worse. Yes. The propaganda is getting worse. Yes. But I think those are at least related in part. The propaganda, the demoralization, like if we weren't waking up a little bit, then...
Propaganda is just political opinions I don't like now. And I'm even guilty of overusing the term propaganda, but it gets overused, even by me. Just for the record.
They probably wouldn't have to try so hard. And so you see this all over the world as well. People are waking up, and of course the majority of people are still basically sheep, but the people who aren't sheep, who were just maybe distracted or whatever.
Unironic sheeple in 2021. Good job, John. You're a big brain boy. Hope the move to Texas is going well.
I think those people are going to wake up, and it's going to be very positive for us. Maybe not enough to fix things, but at least enough to start seriously pushing back. So we can't be thinking in terms of elections or presidencies or sessions of Congress. We have to think in terms of the macro timeline. And there was at least one trend on the timeline that suggests that we might make it out of this one. And that doesn't mean that we just ease off the gas. That just means that at least we might be headed not into a brick wall, maybe just into an overpass or into a thicket or something like that, right? Next one, semi-political, literally just go outside. Go have fun. I was in an arcade a few weeks ago. I posted a picture of myself with a Donkey Kong cabinet on my Instagram story, and I was like, who thinks I can set the high score? About 20 minutes later, I did it, because I'm the best at Donkey Kong. Few will take this into account.
I wouldn't recommend going outside yet. If you have to, please still wear a mask.
Someone replies to it, they're like,
if you get the vaccine, you can be lax around that, but, you know.
Like, John, the country's on fire. President Trump had the election stolen from him, and you're just playing at the arcade? Do you even believe what you say? And it's like, bro, I live in this cycle. It's not healthy. Elijah Schaffer thinks I have autism. Obviously, I'm too charismatic, but I get where he's coming from. The point...
Oh no, John Doyle thinks he's charismatic. Oh.
Is that in order to beat you, they have to demoralize you. And in order to demoralize you, they need you constantly plugged in, constantly consuming the propaganda, the fake news, glued to the screens, isolated, locked down. And at a certain point, literally just going outside is a political strategy because it will make you happier and it will make you more effective in the long run.
And it'll help give you a respiratory disease that'll affect you for the rest of your life. So good luck with that.
That's right, gamers. Donkey Kong is a political strategy. And this doesn't mean just go crazy, Pleasure Island mode, blow off everything just to go have fun.
Yeah, you should still wear a mask. Sorry, I didn't word that well. I was saying you should still wear a mask, but you could probably go outside more if you have the vaccine, but it's still not great until more of the population gets it. I wasn't telling people they shouldn't wear masks.
Fun, but it does mean that there is something to be said about taking a few hours every week and just going and doing something that you really enjoy. Not just mindlessly navigating through the internet in the name of relaxation, but like really going out there with the boys and doing something epic. It might sound redundant, but we are the future. And if we're not doing well, if the boys are down bad, then we can't expect the future to be bright or for us to be successful. The next one, which is pretty obvious, just take some time every day and count your blessings. Every night when I pray, I take a moment to reflect on everything that I was blessed with that day. Anything from getting a phone call from someone I love to laughing really hard, accomplishing something, whatever it may be. When you actually take a few minutes to like replay your entire day and focus on everything good that happened, it really does put into perspective, bloomer mode, just how good things really are. And it gets back into the negative effects of constant information being constantly plugged in. It distracts you from the reality of the human experience and how life was supposed to be lived. And that just demoralizes you. So it's important to remind yourself how good it actually is and how you're blessed in different ways throughout your life, even if you don't realize it immediately. And speaking of blessings, last one, you got to find God. And I don't preach too much on this channel because I know people don't like being told what to believe, except when it's about politics. That's fine. But when it's about the literal truth of our existence, hey man, what's your angle? I don't want you trying to preach to me. All right, fair enough, fair enough. But I will say that without God in your life, you are basically telling yourself, even if only implicitly, that you have no purpose, which is not true. But nonetheless, that sort of self-assessment is not conducive to happiness, let alone...
That's a really, really inaccurate way of describing non-religious individuals, John. Like, I'm not religious, there are a lot of non-religious people, and I don't think that my life is pointless or that it's purposeless. I just think that my purpose isn't dictated by a deity, and that's fine. You can pick your own purpose. You can orient yourself towards goals and purposes that benefit the world and other people as well as yourself without it being dictated by your concept of a deity, and that's fine. I'm also fine with if you believe that there's a deity or whatever, as long as you don't hurt other people. Unfortunately, John does use his religion as an excuse to be shitty towards other people and try and deny people rights. So, not cool.
Optimism. The truth is that we all have a purpose and that there's a plan for all of us. And in the end, we win. Like, we know how this story ends. We got goal line defense up at the pearly gates, baby. We know that no matter how bad it gets here, and it will get much worse eventually, we're going to win in the end. And good.
I almost wish there was an actual, like, afterlife or something, just so John can get up there and be told, like, from an objective universal source, which doesn't exist. But it's a fun justice fantasy to imagine John rocking up to the pearly gates with his homies and being like, hey, St. Peter, didn't I do good? And St. Peter being like, oh, John, no. You were a terrible, terrible person. You hung out with literal neo-Nazis. What? Pulls a lever and the trapdoor sends John down to hell. Him and Nick Fuentes can hang out with cat boys for the rest of eternity. Not all cat boys. The Chud cat boys. Not as many, but, you know, they do exist.
Good will prevail, but in the meantime, find God, go to church, pray, and then watch your life get better. Do it for 60 days. I dare you. Watch your life get better. God just wants a relationship with you. He wants to bless you, but he'll only do it if you're ready for it and if you ask for it. Could talk a lot more about this.
Maybe all cat boys automatically get into heaven. Maybe God's into it. Who knows?
I think I will at a later time. Maybe I'll do a video on the website about this. But for now, simply...
There's at least one Chud cat boy. Nick Fuentes went on a date with a cat boy.
Find God, give it 60 days.
He streamed the whole date.
I guarantee you that your life will improve. You'll see. It's almost as though when you follow the rules of our creator, things just work out better. Curious, huh? Keep your head up, King. Stay disciplined. Look at the big picture. Literally go outside, count your blessings, and find God. And if you have time, go to wethepeopleholsters.com/Doyle. They're a friend of ours. They make this all...
This is a pretty low effort video from John. I'm not gonna lie. Like literally, like only 20% of this video was actual new content. Most of it was this ad read, and him using an old clip to try and get people to go watch his pornography video.
All possible. That's the plan. Stay optimistic. Stay high energy. I have contacts. I have reason to believe that it does in fact get better. Hey guys, if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up, leave it a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and of course, share the video with a friend. Simple video, check. Quick video, check. Existing in a state of purgatory as the new studio is developed and eventually the content kitchen is opened, check. Maybe not the most thorough video, maybe not the most detailed video, but nonetheless, still important from time to time. We love to see it. So yeah, I'm getting antsy. I'm getting really antsy. I want the content kitchen to open. I want it to open. I want it. I want the content kitchen. I want it. Want to get to work, but alas, these things take time. So true. So true. That's a really good point, John. Wow, I've never thought of it that way. So insightful. I hate myself. Just kidding. Just kidding. Skits moment. End of video 2-minute outro skits moment.
Is he okay?
This is the content that the people want. Thus, I will deliver for...
I think that got a little real for a second.
It is my job. I work for you. Remember that. Thank you so much for watching, and may God bless America.
Oh, John. Well, John's going to be in his new studio soon, so... Hopefully he'll have more content to cover that isn't just that. I don't know. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna put something on for you guys while I do that.
Hello, and welcome to all of Poncho's facts for you.
She's muted.
Thank you for your mark right away, because I think this is much.
Oh no, is it in the other ear?
Same, you guys. Oh.
Why is it in mono? Stop filming things in mono, vegan teacher. Really? I can't play Danzy until the 27th or something. No, it's the 17th. In like 2 days I can play Danzy. Until then I gotta play one of these.
All lives matter, all lives
I'll
matter.
be right back.
All lives matter to me. All lives matter, all lives matter, all lives matter to me. That doesn't make me racist. Doesn't make me homophobic either. Just makes me me. One day you will see that all lives matter, all lives matter, all lives matter to me. All lives matter, all lives matter, all lives matter to me.
All night, caught up in the details. Text, calls, and emails from my broken friends. Long time.
What is this? Yeah. It's okay. It was only 10 seconds. It's fine. I got a couple pieces of snacking cheese. This sharp cheddar is the bomb, yo. That is sharp. Who are we gonna watch next? We have Elliot Hulse. Does Tate have a new video? Nah. Let's see. We'll do a poll. Okay. Let's see, on the poll, we will have Young Pharaoh, who we've not covered before, but this guy was going to speak at CPAC, but he got banned for, I think, anti-Semitism or something. Elliot Hulse has a bunch of new videos. We would probably watch the video that he has entitled How to Tame a Wild Woman. Terrence Popp has a new video on he thinks again Civil War is coming. And then let's put Razor Fist on the list. Razor Fist, who has a rant about people getting banned from Twitter or something, and then let's say Bryson Gray. Okay, vote in this poll. God, this cheese is good. I'm gonna put this in my calories. It's pretty bomb cheese, though. Oh, shoot, what did I... Oh. That's good. Can you mark cheese on the bingo card? What's the cheese brand? It's just like Cracker Barrel snacking cheese. Young Pharaoh's winning the poll. Interesting. We've never covered Young Pharaoh before. You should make your sub badges types of cheese. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I have a couple bits messages to do. Shamrock Star. Oh, I already did that one. Wind Chanter with 100 bits says, watching you while I poop. Pyromancer says, Lala, Cthulhu, Fatagan. Logarth with 20 bits says, oh snap, nailed it. That's literally been my life since March 2020. Pyromancer says, Doyle sounds like he's just into edging, except he doesn't realize that at some point you finish. Wind Chanter says, people are waking up to the fact that they shouldn't touch their pee-pee. Otaku X says, I mean, I still go out. I went to the theater Sunday to see Spaceballs, but I wore a mask. I wouldn't, but whatever. Devolio11, thanks for 20 bits, says, Rule 69 for staying positive. Kiss the homies goodnight. Looks like Young Pharaoh's gonna win the poll. Interesting. Okay. Otaku X says, Power Rangers RPM sucks and is the worst season. Morphin Time. I haven't watched RPM. RPM takes place in a different universe anyway. Windchanter says, how do you think the world will treat John when he moves out of his parents' house? Probably fine. He's a straight white guy. Pyromancer says, I'm tapping out for bad songs. And then Sharp Cheddar is the best, don't at me. Have I listened to Brie Larson's album? I didn't even know she had an album, so no. What's Brie Larson's channel at? Hold on. I like to keep up on how many subscribers Brie Larson has, because whenever she surpasses Jeremy, it's going to be very funny. She's at 527,000. That's pretty good. What's the quartering at? Like 1 million something? And she got that in a year. He's only at 1.09 million. Yeah, she's probably going to catch up to him in the next 2 years. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, Young Pharaoh won the poll. If you've never watched Young Pharaoh before, Young Pharaoh is someone who was supposed to speak at CPAC, but got banned. So can you imagine how bad you have to be to get banned from CPAC? I don't know. This isn't a new video. This is from November 8th. I think this was after the election got called for Biden, and he's not happy about it. So I kind of want to see what his reaction was. A good way to judge a chud that you've never seen before is to see how they reacted to Biden winning the election. So let's take a look. Well, we might do some skipping around because this is a 2-hour-long video, and we're certainly not sitting here for 2 hours plus, you know, pause time. But I just want to see how this goes.
Peace, family. Welcome to another powerful.
His voice sounds a lot different than I assumed it would.
Live stream PowerPoint presentation by myself on this channel. Y'all know it's ring the alarm time. So this presentation will be exactly what the title has stated. Like always, mainstream media falsely predicts Joe Biden as the winner of this election.
Hold on, let me check. Who is the president of the United States? Oh, looks like the media was right. Bummer.
Against court rules, constitutional law, and everything that
What does that mean? You think it's illegal or against the Constitution for the media to project a winner for the election? No, that happens all the time. Every election that happens.
Governs and legislates this country. And we're going to be jumping right in. I'm giving an entire presentation coming up, you know, on this entire voter fraud situation. Be on the lookout for that in a few. Right now, I'm going to just jug in and jug out because I feel the public does need...
Hey, disclaimer for YouTube. There was no election fraud. There's no evidence of election fraud. This has gone through 60 different courts. Stop with this ridiculous conspiracy theory. Whatever this guy says is going to be wrong. Okay? This is for educational purposes.
Clarity on what's going on right now because we do have actual idiots and morons not only believing that this man won this election, they're blatantly ignoring the criminal behavior. And we also have idiots, you know, doing things like singing WAP in front of the White House. You know, even if you did genuinely, legitimately feel...
They're so obsessed with that song. I know it's catchy, guys, but you don't have to make it like a staple of your personality that you hate that song.
That your candidate won. You know, why is that a celebration?
I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pull-out game weak.
Song, you know, and there's men out there singing it. And, you know, I would like to hope that y'all niggas don't got vaginas. But, you know, mess around with Biden, you will have one real soon, and your kids will have one too. And so, you know, we're going to be in and out because I got it.
Biden's going to give me a vagina? Thanks, Biden.
Interview to do in about an hour and a half. So, well, really an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm not going to take too long. All right? I'm going to jump right in and out. I'm just letting y'all pop in here real quick. And we're going to go for broke. You know? And once again, I want to remind y'all, there are stupid people out here.
Agreed?
There are actual morons and idiots and dum-dums out here. Okay?
Yeah?
Okay, so let's not, you know, let's not wonder about how we got to this point. We got to this point because some people are stupid. Stupid as hell. Retarded. Dumb. Degenerate. Moronic. Idiotic. Nigga ain't just skipped one class. Nigga skipped the whole goddamn 4 years of high school, okay? And so we got some dummies out here. Okay? Only a crackhead will vote for a crackhead. Remember that. Obama, crackhead.
What? I must have missed that.
Crackhead. Don't. I broke the news first on this shit. Remember, Young Pharaoh broke the news first months ago about how Larry Sinclair testified under oath, and I showed the book. I'm pointing at the book right now. It's right there. Larry Sinclair said he gave Obama, I'm saying he, you didn't hear he wrong. He said he gave Obama some head in the hotel and in a limo and smoked crack with Obama. Yeah.
What? You know, that sounds like a refreshing night out, doesn't it? Limo ride with Obama, suck a little dick, smoke a little crack. I don't know. None of that's true, obviously. You know what's funny? The president of the United States could definitely afford cocaine. They don't need to buy crack. Like, what? But okay, sure, whatever. None of that's true.
Yes, he did. And you crackheads.
Did I see this guy as a university? I would imagine he has a university in the same way that Prager University is a university, which is to say, not a university.
Voted for Obama. Then we got another crackhead, Joe Hunter Biden, smoking crack, having sex with his own kids on a laptop.
Okay, the second thing definitely isn't true. There's been no evidence of it. Hunter Biden is known to have had a drug problem in the past that he's gotten treatment for. That's fine. You don't need to stigmatize people who have, like, addiction issues. And secondly, Hunter Biden isn't the president. He didn't run for president. Joe Biden did. This is a really weak line of attack.
Treasonous $30 million deals with China all over the laptop. Another crackhead. And you niggas is coming right through voting for a crackhead. And so I'm really convinced that you niggas is crackheads. And if you're not a crackhead, you a pedophile criminal. You're something. Because only a crackhead pedophile criminal will vote for a crackhead pedophile criminal.
This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts.
Twice. Obama is a crackhead. Let's be clear on that. A crackhead. And he's a homosexual. I'm going to say allegedly for certain purposes, but you know what it is.
He's not, but if he was, I wouldn't care. It doesn't... The sexuality of the president matters zero to me. Literally zero. You know the president could be gay, right? It's not illegal for the president to be gay. It's fine. Obama's not. But if he was, it wouldn't matter.
And now you niggas gonna double back and vote for Joe Biden, whose son is a crackhead. And I believe that apple don't fall far from the tree.
Did Biden smoke crack? I thought, again, I feel like he could afford cocaine. He comes from a relatively wealthy family.
Does Joe Biden have dementia? Or is he losing brain cells because he does? I want to know. I think Joe Biden should take a drug test. Does Joe Biden do drugs? Because if your son smoked crack and sniffed coke with strippers, and we clearly know Creepy Joe's a weirdo, I don't believe the apple fall too far from the tree. Yeah, I believe Joe Biden sniffed a line or two. That's what I believe. That's my belief.
How did I miss this during the initial, like, MAGA cope stuff? This is brilliant.
That's what I believe. And I had to throw on my Drain the Swamp shirt. Okay, for everybody asking, be a part of history. Be a part of history. Shout out to 1776 Freedom Tour movie. Be a part of history. I don't got the link to this shirt right now in this bio, but I got a video of it up in this description. But I got a video of it up with it in that description. But I'm gonna put it in this description as soon as I end this stream, and it's gonna be in the comments. It's only a select number of these. Get your shirt. Be a part of history, because this is going down in history. Straight up. But let me share my screen and jump right in, right? So we're going to skip the mainstream media because I'm honestly tired of seeing them. We're just going to get right to the juice. We're just going to get right to the juice. And so we know that the mainstream, lamestream media, okay, has falsely insinuated that Joe Biden has won this election. Right? Now I know, the shade room is where you niggas get your news from. and we gonna be hitting them again. We gonna be hitting a couple, nigga celebrities, slave celebrities again too. But I know the Shade Room is where a lot of you Negroes get your news from.
Can you stop?
Okay, if the Shade Room told you to drink piss and eat shit, you would do it because you stupid and you believe anybody that is promoting dummy dumb, anybody that's promoting dummy dumb content, you'll believe it, and you're a moron. And somebody needs to say that. And I'm not talking to y'all if you're not a moron, but if you came over here and you was like, let me see what this guy talking about, and
Why do I have two cameras? I bought a new camera and I decided not to unhook the old one. I just put it over there. Less is more with the other camera.
The person I'm talking about, bitch, I'm talking to you. Thank you for finally coming to class, but bitch, you've been skipping. And yes, I'm definitely talking about how you've been skipping, bitch. And so that being said, let's jump right in, right? So ignoring the lame ass stream pedophile ass media, okay? Because that's all it is. It's a bunch of, let me let y'all know what the swamp is, okay? Let me let y'all know what the swamp is so that you have a clear ideology. The swamp is the United States government colluding with big tech companies on finessing the population into its control. Now, in these people's spare time, they not only worship Satan, they also are pedophiles. Yes.
Oh no! He's into this stuff?
It's true, yes. And it's a bunch of pedophiles trying to protect each other.
This guy was invited to speak at CPAC.
And they have systematically implanted themselves in places of power to where they can control.
Oh, we're on another hype train, nice.
How the outcome of their situations will turn out. What y'all are not realizing is all of these people are attorneys. Now you might say, Pharaoh, why is that important? Niggas who've been selling drugs for a very long time know how to get away with it. Okay? Know how to get away with it. Because they've been doing it for a very long time. Mind you, these niggas are not trained legal professionals. They're not attorneys. Could you imagine if an attorney wanted to become a criminal? They know how to break the law.
He almost just invented the plot of Better Call Saul. Nice. Thanks for the bits, Stone Corbell. I'll do the bits once we're done with this segment, but we are on a hype train.
They know how to do it to where there's loopholes in court so that they...
This was the guy that was canceled from CPAC. Yes.
Beat it. They know how to get around shit. So what y'all failing to realize is Alan Dershowitz, the nigga that said it's illegal to get vaccinated, the ooh with the J in the front, attorney. Hillary Clinton.
Ooh. Anti-Semitism on the bingo card if we were playing bingo. That's not even thinly veiled.
Attorney. Joe Biden, attorney. All of these people are former attorneys who happen to be satanic pedophiles. So
they weren't just considering for him for CPAC. He was a speaker at CPAC until they got called out on it and they canceled his appearance. But he was going to speak at CPAC.
They know what the fuck they're doing. And this is why the average person cannot get on their heels. And so I'm trying to implant this into y'all minds. You are battling people who are smarter than you. And they happen to be evil. Evil. Just like you can be a righteous genius, you can be an evil fucking genius too. You can create a cure for a sickness, or you can create a nuclear bomb. The choice is yours with the knowledge. So with that being said,
I feel like the same person could not do both of those things. These are very unrelated disciplines. Internal medicine and engineering medicines is very different than engineering weapons, but okay.
Y'all not really understanding what the issue is in this country. It's some evil geniuses who happen, I don't even want to say geniuses, evil intellects in their respective fields who happen to be pedophile criminals. Now let's keep it pushing. Now the mainstream media, the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, all of these other fucktards, okay? All of these other
How does he still have a YouTube channel?
Outlets have been falsely projecting this man as the winner. Even though they use words such as project. and you got people outside celebrating and going crazy, right? And all you had to do was read. All you had to do was read. Whether you would have went to the new Fox News, DonaldJTrump.com, wherever. The Constitution itself, Congress itself, all you had to do was go somewhere and read to
This guy gives me Marcel Bissett vibes. I don't know why.
realize this shit is not true. Now, I already know that it wasn't true, but for those of you who don't know, all you had to do is say, damn, let me see if what they saying is true, because it hasn't been officially been said yet. So why is the media saying something before the law is saying something? That's what common sense should have told most.
The media always projects a winner for the election. Since oh God, was it 1850? I talked about this closer to the election because it came up a lot where these people were like, the media can't determine an election. Well, they're not determining it. They're projecting a winner. AP has projected a winner in the presidential race every year since like the 1850s. Again, I don't remember the exact year, but it's not new. Pay attention to politics maybe and you'll know what's going on.
Most of y'all to do, but most of y'all don't got common sense because you fucking stupid.
30
and
seconds
the
left on the
fluoride
hype
has
train.
done its job. Now,
With 94%.
allow me to read, right? This is from November 6th and November
Newman Nogs, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. I appreciate that.
7th, right? I'm gonna read November 6th first. This is from DonaldJTrump.com, right? What does it say? Statement of President Donald J. Trump. We believe the American people deserve to have full transparency into all vote counting and election certification. And that this is no longer about any single election. This is about the integrity of our entire election process, which I agree. From the beginning, we have said that all illegal ballots must be counted, and all legal ballots must be counted, and all illegal ballots should not be counted, which is common sense. Yet, we have met resistance to this.
There was no evidence of illegal ballots. This is a strategy. We know this.
Basic principle by Democrats at every turn. We will pursue this process through every aspect of the law.
And he lost. Every time.
To guarantee that the American people have confidence in our government, I will never get up fighting for you and our nation, President Donald J. Trump. Now, a lot of y'all was like, Donald Trump, you need to take your L to
An illegal ballot is any ballot that didn't vote for Donald Trump, clearly.
go home. And I want to let everybody know before I start. To some of my celebrity friends that I had, and I'm using the word had on purpose. If you noticed I unfollowed you, it wasn't an accident. If I seen you posting anything supporting Joe Biden, I definitely unfollowed your stupid ass. Don't call me. Don't say shit to me. Bitch, the friendship is terminated. I don't want to deal with no dumb motherfuckers. I don't want to deal with nobody that's supporting pedophiles or motherfuckers that's racist criminals who trying to sell this country out to China. So if you on here watching and you said, damn, Young Pharaoh, follow me on Instagram. Yes, it was intentional. It was not an accident. It was not an accident. It was intentional. I seen some fuck nigga shit on your page, and it was at that moment I realized you fucked up. And it was at that moment I decided I can no longer be a bitch nigga friend. I can't be a bitch nigga friend. I can't be a bitch nigga friend. Because if you that motherfucking moronic to where you just ride in trends and you don't realize that you supporting pedophilia, bitch, I can't be your friend. So I just want to put that out there before we get started. Now, let me continue on, right? And don't call me, nigga. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. Bitch, call Joe Biden. Don't call me. Now, with that being said, let's read the next statement from Donald J. Trump. Okay? On November 7th, 2020. Straight up. What did he say?
I'm going to start skipping through just because it's very content dense, and this is a 2-hour stream, so I'm curious where this goes.
He said, we all know why Joe Biden,
They're
a.k.a.
at 44% of the level 3 hype train, by the way.
Biden,
Thank you, everyone who's given bits and stuff. I appreciate it.
Falsely pose. Those are media companies that broadcast to 277 million Americans controlled by 6 people. Basically.
Okay, so your problems with capitalism? Great.
The president and ignore the rule of law. There is no official winner until every legal vote is counted accurately. the states certify results and all legal challenges are resolved. So I just want to say this. If any of these media outlets y'all listening to, senators or constitutional attorneys, no. But if you motherfuckers still don't believe that, go look up the election laws for
30
yourself.
seconds left in the hype
I
train.
went and did it right here. Look, President-elect of the United States. What does it say? On Monday, after the second Wednesday in December, the electors of each state meet in their respective state capitals.
I remember when they moved the goalposts there. Yeah, they voted for Biden. Biden won. Funny how that worked out. Thanks for the hype train, everyone.
Okay? And in those meetings, the electors cast their votes for president and vice president of the United States. So why are y'all running around talking about motherfucking Joe Biden is the motherfucking president? I'm not understanding that.
I understand you don't
that.
understand.
So,
Your lack of understanding does not constitute an issue for other people.
let me keep it pushing, right? Let me keep it pushing. Now,
I did see Elon changed his job title. I tweeted about
you
it earlier.
niggas is on team evil. You're on team evil. Because not only are y'all running around, why Donald Trump don't like Bill Gates? Why they didn't work together? Huh?
Because Donald Trump's a piece of shit?
Why Bill Gates want to work with the new administration, but he don't want to work with the Trump administration?
Because Donald Trump's a piece of shit?
Ask yourself that. And when you find the answer, you will realize that you on the wrong motherfucking side. Systems. Guess. I'm going to give y'all 3 seconds to guess. Hillary motherfucking Clinton. Hillary motherfucking Clinton. Medusa. Satan's side piece. Vagina.
Hillary Clinton's banging Satan on the side? Fucking get it, girl. I don't even like you, but good. I feel like Satan's probably got the good dick, right? You know what I mean? He's Satan.
From hell herself. Hillary motherfucking Clinton. So let's just read, right? Before I play the tape, let's just read. Now this is from the Clinton Foundation. I don't want to hear shit, bitch. Say what you want to say. It's not conspiracy. I screenshotted this myself. I don't want to hear it. The Clinton Foundation, the Dillian Project, Democracy Through Technology. What does this say? In 2014, Dominion.
The reason he hasn't been seen, and Alex correctly said, oh, I haven't seen him in several days. Well, in the art of the war, you pull back a lot.
Maybe that's just me, though. I'm into,
Your
whatever.
enemy to make all the mistakes that they are making. Manipulate the
Can't be horny on Maine.
Situation, expose them, and then come in for the final killing.
That's right.
And that's what's happening now. None of this was unexpected. All of this was expected. All of this is part of the sting operation we're running. And let me tell you that 48 hours ago, not only did we put markers on those ballots, but I can say now, with the permission of people in the intelligence community and elsewhere, that we have sent out thousands and thousands of National Guards to 12 different states, Washington, Delaware, Texas.
Respected Muslims in this country. Bitch, Muslims been in this country forever. Who give a fuck? Whether it's nigga Muslims or Arab Muslim. You see how that, whether you're a Muslim in this country, whether he a black man, right? This how you know this is an act. He's a black man. And the first group that comes to his mind about oppressed behavior is Muslims.
Yeah, because Trump's administration was very unfriendly to Muslim individuals. It was a big part of his campaign.
Can't stop
the whole travel ban thing.
Doing drugs, and you control the drug supply in their house, you control their behavior. If a motherfucker can't control the sexual part of themselves, and you control the sexual content of their life, you control that person. And whatever has control over a motherfucker makes it their slave. Some of you motherfuckers is enslaved to your own emotions. Some of you motherfuckers is enslaved to your own ego. Some of you motherfuckers is enslaved to your own bad habits. And why all the pedophiles don't like Donald Trump?
No matter where I jump to in this video, he's saying something hilarious. Like, every time I jump around, it's like golden. In terms of lol cow material, obviously. What he's saying is disgusting.
Why are the criminals
streaming much longer? A little bit longer. I think Jake might jump on soon, so at some point I'll probably raid him, but I'm having fun, so.
don't like Donald Trump? Why all the dumbass brain dead black people don't like Donald Trump? Because they got one thing in common. They all evil as a motherfucker. But I want to bring this up too, right? While y'all listening to these celebrities. Not only is this bitch a pedophile, allegedly, this the same bitch who allegedly sacrificed her own kid.
What? She had a miscarriage, you piece of fucking shit. I don't feel one way or another about Chrissy Teigen. Like, I don't think I've ever seen any of her content, but she's a human being who suffered a loss, you fucking asshole. How dare you, you piece of trash.
Now this bitch, okay, if y'all remember,
the Trump supporters and Q people hate her because she criticized Trump, and they claimed that she was like a pedo or something. She had a pretty funny response too, because someone made up like a flight manifest from Epstein's, you know, flight log thing. They've done a lot of doctored stuff on that and put her name on it. And she was like, if this was true on this date, I would have been like a 12-year-old girl. I wouldn't be a customer. I would be a victim if what you're saying was true. They're very stupid.
She had the miscarriage, right? Now, the bitch also got offered a placenta cake.
Welcome, Daddy Sume.
And if you know anything about
who is now the stream boss.
My lectures I did when I exposed the holidays and I went in on Mardi Gras, I broke down how the Mardi Gras cake is called, it's a ritual called the Queen or the King's Cake, where they eat the placenta or they eat the baby.
What?
Okay? And that's symbolic to eating a child. So all of this shit is satanic ritual witchcraft right in your face. Who the fuck eats a placenta cake? That's not normal. That's not shit normal motherfuckers do.
It's just shaped like a placenta. It's not a real placenta.
And y'all be seeing celebrities do this shit, and y'all be thinking, oh, they just got money, and these motherfuckers be satanic pedophiles, and they be doing...
Yeah, this guy's probably gonna show up on Tinfoil Tuesday tomorrow, if I'm being honest. This guy's golden.
Weird shit. And they all are afraid of Donald Trump, just like you got P. Diddy. Now, Donald Trump is the worst thing that happened to America. Nigga, you the worst thing that happened to niggas. Fuck is you talking about? Now, let's keep it pushing, right?
What?
And then this next slide... Right, hold on, y'all. I'm responding to my interview.
I hate it.
Almost off. Boom. Okay. My next slide is gonna hurt me, right? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot of us because I had a lot of respect for this gentleman. I still got a lot of respect for this gentleman. I just think he's on the wrong side psychologically as everybody else. And one thing y'all need to know about Young Pharaoh is, if you don't know, I don't play favorites. I don't give a fuck if I like you or not. If you wrong, and I'm gonna tell you. So with that being said, I've done interviews with this gentleman. I got to go. Listen.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit.
Nigga, it's white men in jail right now with the N-word tattooed on their face. And they'll kill you, motherfucker. So my main thing is, all y'all niggas that act like y'all have a celebrity boxing match, and I will beat the fuck out of Plies. Plies, I'll knock your mother... Nigga, you better shut your fucking mouth, nigga. I'll do you filthy. 365 days in a year, you do the math. You do the math. Nigga, you can't survive where I've been, motherfucker. You can't survive no...
Every single time I jump around, it's just a new crazy thing.
Street I've been on, you can't survive no block I ever hustled on. You can't survive no niggas I ever had beef with. You can't survive no prison I ever been to. No home crying in a cell. Because ain't no guns in jail. You it because he's right. And you do the right thing because that's what righteous people do. Stop listening to the shade room. Send you down. And I'm telling you the truth because I love...
This is the last minute of the video. We'll just finish this up and then we'll move on because this is out there.
I love you. And I
I just noticed the golden cobra, by the way, which is pretty tacky, but you know, you got a brand.
don't want to see you go down that road because I know you're not built for that. So that being said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Trump, drain this motherfucking swamp. We will be here to help you if you need it. Rest in peace, Bond, and everybody that love him. Okay? 2 lives lost. His life gone, and now the young man that killed him, he going to jail. And hopefully he really built like that because his life gone too. And so that being said, we keep losing black people to graves and sales, and we have to stop. And the way that that's gonna stop, okay, is if we stop listening to these pussy ass niggas on BET that's being paid by the Democratic Party to instigate criminal behavior in the black community. Most niggas that's trying to act like that ain't even really like that. So let's just be clear on that. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful evening. Peace.
He thinks the BET network is a Democratic psyop. Okay, we'll see him on Tinfoil Tuesday, probably. Yeah, too many N-words. Wowzers. How does this guy still have a YouTube channel? That's bonkers. Anyway, moving on. Let me see if Jake is live yet. He tends to be a little later, so I don't know if he would start yet or not, but I'll keep an eye out. Okay, let me do some bit messages and then we'll move on to something else. Raven G3226, thanks for following, and says, this do? I don't know what that means. Pyromancer says, everyone knows that love of crack is an inheritable trait. And this guy also makes me think of Discount Kanye West. Otaku X says, why do you have 2 cameras? Are you turning into John Doyle? Yes, I'm actually secretly John Doyle. Have you ever seen us in a room at the same time? This is a costume. B Silver says, I think he's deflecting. I mean, he sounds like he's on drugs. Pyromancer says, petition to make second cam lupine cam. Purple Nickel with 100 bits says, this is making my brain melt. WTF. Stone Corbell with 500 bits. Puka the Duka with 100. Hippity Hype. Numinogs with 200 bits says, he's packing a lot in. Plenty of bang for my bits. Bardlock Moses with 100 says, I love that how he says evil. The Otaku X says, at least Hannah never has to worry about Baja eating her cheese. True. Bardlock Moses says, he has a YouTube channel because YouTube is garbage. Pyromancer says, choo choo. Numinogs, again, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. I appreciate that. Bellstar with 25 bits says, continue the chew. History Chick 96 says, choo choo. Felix Night Owl says, it's gotta sting quite acutely to run the entire Q playbook blaming the swamp for destroying lives with cancel culture after just having been canceled from CPAC. Killjoy says, this guy considered a top thinker in the conservative movement. Is that fitting or sad? Both. Mike Max says, this is what years of oppression and racism look like. CA Corner says, the projection is strong in this one. Pyromancer says, 2021 and he's using PowerPoint in this way. Purple Nickel says, I had to tune out for a couple of minutes, and I know for a fact I haven't missed anything this guy said. Querulous Artisan says, lurking because I'm trying to catch up on things, but I wanted to send some love. Thank you. Freaking Out 99 says, I think this guy I saw on a Wingnut Roundup that said black people were closer to plants than apes. Ooh, did he say that? What the hell? Crizio with 50 bits says, double hype hype. Numinogs with 150 bits. Steve with a Q with 100 bits. Wagroads with 50. Hoi Polloi with 100. T. Omigi, thank you for gifting us up. Bardlock Moses with 50 bits says, Satan can do better. Probably true. Quill of Numenor, thanks for resubscribing with 3 months. 74 Quinn 74, thank you for resubscribing with a 7-month streak, says, heyo, I got like 15 minutes. That was 10 minutes ago, so thanks for showing up. Daddy Sume says, happy birthday, Hannah, sorry I missed it. Also Snipe, and becomes the stream boss. Hope you're doing well. Old enough to know better now with 100 bits says, stream boss. Yeah, it's the thing that's right here. It's that bar. Old enough to know better now. No, already read that one. 74 Quinn 74 says, I can't see chat, but I love you all. We love you too. Foz Iraba, thanks for following. And Brinadoodle, thanks for following. All caught up. Jake's still not on. Okay. I guess I don't know exactly what time. He just often starts at 8. But I'll go for a little bit longer. What do I want to cover? I don't know. How about Elliot Hulse? He has a new video entitled How to Tame a Wild Woman. So let's see how this goes.
That's not what she wants. She wants to feel your strength. She doesn't want you to prove her wrong or give her a convincing argument or to really even answer. A lot of times women don't even want you to answer their question. They don't even want you to solve their problem. She don't want you to solve her problem. What she wants is for you to be strong, to be something that she could rest on. Boom. Slow down. Slow down. It's all right.
Yo, Elliot.
Yo, Elliot. Been with my wife for 11 years. I love her more than ever. Lately, she's been wreaking havoc with my peace at random. She gets in her feelings and starts an argument with me. She can act very hard like a man. Defiance, like you said.
Disagreeing with me is manly. Why aren't you subservient? Basically wants a mommy geisha.
I think she learned to get hard out of necessity. She had a traumatic relationship.
I don't like defiance as he's using it here, because defiance implies that she owes him subservience, which you absolutely do not owe your partner subservience. You are partners. What are you talking about?
When she was young and had to learn to become hard to survive and get out, which I respect very much. If she's stressed and she goes into hard mode on me, and it's like having a competition with a dude in my house fucking me up and my peace.
How is that having a... She's disagreeing with you. Do you think women are incapable of just disagreeing with you? Like, what?
It came to a head 2 days ago, and now I'm on a little trip on my own to get some space. How can I encourage her to be more soft so when she has an issue, she brings some feminine to it when she engages with me so I can work with her?
How do I tell my wife that the way she is addressing her own problems is inconvenient to me? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. What?
When she gets hard on me, I end up responding with hardness, which I don't think is wrong. Any advice on the situation, which would be great. So the first thing that came to my mind was what David Dita, you know who David Dita is? David Dita says in The Way of the Superior Man. And in it, he describes the nature of the masculine and the feminine to a very beautiful degree, very poetic degree. And he truly understands sexual polarity, this man. And I highly recommend you read this book.
Sexual polarity. Fucking magnets. How do they work?
But in it, he likens women to a storm, right? Like,
oh, lovely.
You could imagine like a storm out on the ocean where it's rocking the boats, whoosh, crashing, right? He says
this is very Jordan Peterson. Yes, women are chaos dragons.
This is a woman. This is a very feminine in nature, is to be chaotic. And
oh my God, he's full on going Jordan Peterson. Never go full Jordan Peterson. Oh, he'll end up in a coma in Russia.
Feminine nature is chaotic.
No, stop, please.
That's just when it comes to like the physics of it. Masculine nature is very stoic and feminine is very chaotic. And that's how we balance each other out. And you know this because the woman is generally, you know, especially in a rightly ordered world, generally more emotional than the man. And so the man is like a mountain. And so if the woman is like the stormy ocean, the man is like the mountain. And the woman like the storm.
You and your partner are human beings. Talk to your partner like a human being and stop trying to dictate how they deal with their problems as long as it's not unhealthy. What?
Stormy ocean. And if she's acting like a whirlwind, what is required and what she's really hankering for and what she really wants is the strength of that mountain to settle her down. And so he gives a few different examples of what that looks like in his book when he talks about a woman who's like you say, she's acting real wild. And he's just, for example, he gives in the book. Now, of course, there's a difference between doing something and being something. But sometimes you can learn how to be by doing. And so these examples are helpful. Don't think of them as like a strategy, like I'm going to go do this, but get into the place, like be the type of man that this just emerges from you. So he says when she acts that way, just grab her, lift her up off the ground, and give her a big kiss.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Like, and he says, even like, you know, when children, like they're throwing temper tantrums, you go.
Let's not compare your spouse or your partner to a child, please. That would be excellent.
Behind them and you kind of hold them so that they can calm down. He says, just grab her or hold her like that. Hold her. So she's like acting up. You just stay cool. You stay real cool.
What the fuck?
Cool. And you just draw her to you. And you're like, I get it. And you just hold her. And just hold her. And she's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And you just start kissing her. Kiss her on her neck. It's all right. I understand.
Yes, I'm sure your upset partner would love for you to kiss her on the neck while she's distressed? What? X-T, thanks for gifting 5 subs to the community. Much appreciated. That kind of stuff keeps the show running, so I like that. Thank you.
I get it. It's all right.
Oh, they're tier 3 subs as well. Holy crap, I didn't notice. I'm sorry. Wowzers. That's an expensive gift sub. Thank you.
I mean, maybe you don't tell her relax, but you know what words to use with your wife. And so the whole idea is that you bring her into your strong embrace that will ultimately, like, first of all, you got to be unmoved, right? Like the mountain. She's moving all over the place. You have to be unmoved, not disconnected and unconcerned. You're concerned. Oh, I'm listening. I understand. Good. Right. But then reach for her and he says it in the book too. And, a lot of people will think this is, sexist or whatever because people are retarded. But she wants you to be like a strong father. When you're with a woman.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can be supportive of your partner, first of all, without physically dominating them, without their consent, right? You could be there for someone and engage in, like, physical touch as a way of support. Because that can, like, if someone's upset, like if Baja was upset, it would make sense to, like, put your hand on her back, maybe rub her back, hold your partner or whatever. But not this, like, I'm gonna dominate you physically by whatever. Unless that's something you and your partner have discussed and that's something that makes them feel safe and protected. That's fine. Projecting it onto all women, though, that's a very bad idea. You shouldn't project anything onto an entire half of the population, more or less. It's not a great move. And again, supportive doesn't mean you're her daddy or whatever weird shit you're gonna say. No, she is not your child. She is your partner.
And she's your wife. In a lot of ways, you're paternalistic. Men are to be paternalistic even with their wives. You're like a father.
No!
And so when she's in that chaotic space, she really just needs like you to be like a kind, loving father to her, like an authority, like a true authority figure. Like when the children are acting up or the children get into temper tantrums or the children are emotional, because I got daughters, I can't get
Oh,
in.
God, his poor kids. His poor children.
Down there with them. I can't engage with them that way. I have to, it's okay, come. And even with my daughters, especially when they were younger, I'll say, all right, just come and sit on my lap, right? Just come sit on my lap. Okay, I told you guys that we might be moving soon, and so my youngest daughter, it's really bothering her, and like she'll come into the room and she's crying, she's like, I just don't feel good, because she knows we might be moving soon. I just don't feel good, and she does it. And you know what I do? Just come here, and she's put her head on my shoulder, And there's no words. This is the other thing that you got to understand with women when they act this way. You can't be logical with them. You can't rationalize with them. They're totally irrational when they're in this place.
Oh my god, this is my least favorite Chud trope, is when men think that they're like somehow stoic, rational beings as compared with what they view women to be as like emotional, irrational beings. Guys, and I know people in my chat are progressive individuals that don't necessarily think like this. Men are not inherently rational. Men get fucking emotional and angry all the time. Stop pretending as if there's like some gender segregation between emotionality. What are you talking about?
And a woman who knows herself will tell you she's irrational. My wife, when she gets like this sometimes, which is very rare, but she'll just tell me, I'm just being irrational right now. She'll say that. My wife is very
Kagra says, my mood leveled out so much when I went on HRT. I'm not even kidding either. The same. When I started T blockers, there is, especially the longer I've been on them, there is a state change of emotionality. Like, it is so different. Testosterone fucks you up. And if you're into having testosterone, more power to you. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying there is a difference. And, like, when I had testosterone going on without the T blockers, the ego was a huge issue. And it would get in the way of so many issues. The difference is I think a lot of women are able to recognize when they're being somewhat irrational, whereas men, and again, I'm not speaking for all men, I think it's a bad idea to paint any gender as one thing, but I see more of people like Elliot who, even though of course they get irrational because human beings are often irrational, they're unwilling to recognize their own irrationality as such and instead will pretend they're these stoic, logical, rational beings all of the time. And if you tried to call them out on being irrational, they'd be like, no, I'm not irrational, you know. It's frustrating.
rational because she knows when she's being irrational. And she'll just tell me, and I'm being irrational right now. And so if I'm trying to rationalize with her, it's like, okay, that means that it's not going to get anywhere. That's not what she wants. She wants to feel your strength. She doesn't want you to prove her wrong or give her a convincing argument or to really even answer. A lot of times women don't even want you to answer their question. They don't even want you to solve their problem. She don't want you to solve her problem. What she wants is for you to be strong, to be something that she could rest on. Boom.
Again, this is going to depend on your partner and the situation. Sometimes you want your partner to help you problem solve. Sometimes you just want emotional support. Both are fine, but you shouldn't apply this as if it's a rule to every situation. Come on, kitty. Come on. Come on up. Say hello to the chat, kitty. Come on. Hey, good jump.
Slow down. Slow down. It's all right. My youngest daughter, I even used to do this when she was real little because she's...
Slow down. It's all right.
She's got a lot of energy. In a lot of ways, she's the most feminine of my daughters because of her energy. And she's so creative. She's chaos. My youngest daughter is chaos. You see my children's rooms. I've done videos like with her room on my Instagram stories. Her room's fucking chaos. She's got...
Because young boys don't have messy rooms? Oh, God. This is confirmation bias to the extreme.
Paint everywhere. You walk in her room, it's like a tornado. And even when she was a baby and she would get into these like fits, I would just hold her like this and breathe. And in fact, when I said, it's not so much about what you do, but who you are, when you're being this way, you breathe in deep. And your breath, when we breathe, it's a vibration. People say like, you got vibes, I feel your vibes, you got bad vibes and shit like that. Well, the breath is a vibration. It literally is, because there's an inhale and there's an exhale. There's a peak and there's a crest, right? There's an up and there's a down. What is a vibration? It's this. And so when you have a calm, when you're breathing calm and she's chaotic, and you pull her close, just pull her close. Maybe just grab her by a hand and pull her close. All of a sudden, the pulsation, your calm pulsation will pour itself over into her. and she'll start to calm down a little bit. Now, this might not work right away because depending on, you know, how out there she is, she might think that you're condescending, right? But if you're, and that's the other thing, like I keep saying, it's not about what you do because you could be doing condescending shit. It's about who you're being. No, I genuinely love you, and I want to see you feel okay. But I understand that I can't rationalize with you right now, so I'm just going to bring you into my strong, stoic, stable embrace. Women, because they're more feeling creatures and not thinking creatures, we got to.
The cat muted the mic. You know, like when I started taking hormones and my brain stopped working. Brilliant. Oh no, I better go call the college that Baja works at and be like, warning, warning, did you know one of your PhD candidates is a woman? Women aren't allowed to think, they're emotional. Yeah, I know she's doing research on stem cells. She can't do that. That's a brain man work.
They use the body, right? Because the body is where emotion comes from. We have to use our bodies to help them, right? We literally have to bring them close to our bodies. Or women want to be touched too, right? Like a lot of times you can calm her down just by holding her arms, right?
You're
like,
just describing like normal human. You're describing people. Why are you making this do you think you wouldn't feel better if you were having a rough day or whatever and your wife came up to you and like hugged you? That's just normal. Why are you making this a thing about women?
Rubbing her arms. Yes, I understand. And just like while she's complaining or while she's yelling, while she's freaking out, you're just rubbing her arms. It's all right. Yeah, I'm listening to you. I understand. Yeah. The worst thing that we can do, because maybe you don't even get that far, because those are all positive actions, right? Sometimes it's a matter of like you're not even in a position to take positive action, right, in this particular way. But the worst thing you could do is engage negatively with her, right? My wife sometimes, especially when she's complaining about the kids, that's usually what it is. She's upset about one of the children, and she starts ranting about them. The worst thing I can do is to stoke that fire by saying, yeah, you're right. Yeah, she got problems. I understand. Like you start like stoking the fire and like agreeing with her. Even if she's right, I don't want her to get any more wild about it. So I just, yeah.
Yeah, you're listening? You're listening. Do you need to be taught to listen?
Sometimes she thinks she wants an answer from me, but she don't really want an answer from me. What she wants is calm. It's all right. Yeah.
Baja says, a lot of this is fairly good ways to support someone, but he's framing it as if women are irrational and that comforting them is a chore. Yeah, that's the whole problem. It's the framing of what he's saying. It's disgusting.
That's it. I'm listening. That's all I'm doing. I'm just listening. All right. Right? And women appreciate that. Now, we've become effeminate in our world, and they teach men to be more like women. So a lot of women think that they want their man to whine and cry with them. But that's what they go to their girlfriends for.
Again, let's talk about all 3.5 billion women as a monolith and do the same for men.
If you really want somebody to whine and cry with you and to do that and like get down on your level with you, well, that's why they have girlfriends. They have girlfriends for that. Go call your sister, right?
I'm sure your wife will appreciate that if she tries to open up to you and you go call your sister. World population. What's the current population? 7.674 billion. Coolio.
But if you really truly want solution, not solution, but solution to your angst, I can calm you down. Yeah, it's all right. Cool. I understand.
It's like a training video on how to, like, befriend a feral dog. Just slowly approach, let them smell your hand. Jesus Christ. How condescending.
Come over here. Yeah, that's all right. Just put your head on my shoulder. Yeah, I know. Yep.
Wow. Does his wife watch this? Is she not gonna be like, wow, thanks for making fun of times that I've struggled and making fun of me crying? That's great. That makes me feel loved.
Yeah. And just listen. It's all right. You know I love you, right? That's it. You know? Just think about, just consider that and read that book. He really understands polarity. It's a good book. I hope that helps, dude. Done. Yo, it's your bro, Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. Please stop. Ooh, loud. Sorry. He's got a bunch of newer videos, too. Being a dominant man without being a tyrant. Mother's love makes men weak. Men, stop being vulnerable. Food that F's up your brain. Saving loved ones from the COVID cult. Father's authority in the family. Only good girls deserve luxury. Any one of these videos I could have picked for the day because all the titles are trash. Yes, kitty. Let me see who's live. Did Jake end up going live? Not quite yet. I know he tweeted that he's going to go live soon, so I think I'm going to try and keep going until Jake starts. Doon, 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 doon. So let's see what else we can do. It's enough Elliot for the day. Bits messages. M-Mania302 says, I've been watching you and Jake's content for years and love the Twitch streams too. Thanks for the dope content. Thank you. I appreciate all the viewership. Stuff's only worth it if it actually gets seen by people. Freaking Out 99 says, she just wants to feel your strength. Sounds like she wants people to T-pose until their wives calm down. X-T, thanks for resubscribing for 3 months. Hoika Man, thanks for resubscribing for 9 months. That's a sub baby. We're going to go with Rebecca for the name of this sub baby. 74 Quinn 74 with 100 bits says, alright, I'm back to work. Everyone keep drinking their respecting women juice. Laugh and Rec Podcast, or sorry, rather, Laughs and Rec Pod. Thank you for hosting. Pyromancer says there is a 0% chance he didn't get that from Peterson. Andrew Batella says women are chaos dragons, men are hardy rocks. NBs are lobsters. Gender 101. Again, X-T, thanks for gifting 5 tier 3 subs to the community. So nice. Oof, excuse me. And then X-T resubscribed at tier 3 for 4 months. Thank you. Steve with a Q with 50 bits. Elliot's recipe is 1 part masculinity, 17 parts toxicity. Windchanter says, I don't hate Elliot, I just hate everything about him. The Mad Bomberman, thanks for following. Crizia the 50 bits says Jake just went live. Oh, okay, cool. Convenient. Millennial Matt.
I see girls.
Oh, Steven Crowder. I know you're a chud, which is fine, as long as you're not, you know, disrespectful and stuff. I don't really do Crowder, though. I think Crowder's an asshole. Even more so than the other chuds. Or maybe you're not a chud. Maybe you just wanted me to cover that. I don't know. Just the way you said it made it sound a little bit like, Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. The way you said that made it sound like it was like a challenge from a chud, like, you can't handle this. I don't really like doing Steven Crowder, though. He's kind of a huge piece of shit, even compared to the other people. You know what annoys me most about Crowder, probably? Weirdly, it's that he thinks he's funny, and he's really, really not funny. And that annoys me more so than the chud stuff. The transphobia, of course, is awful, but even more than that, it's just the... you know, whatever. We'll raid him when he actually gets on screen. He'll probably be on a hype train by then or something. So who can we watch until then? I don't want to do another Chud. Maybe we can do a quick cleanse or something while we wait for Jake to appear. Oh, I thought that was a new part of the Christine Chan documentary, and I was excited for a second. Ooh, Red Letter Media did a Season 1 review of Next Generation. That's probably good. Have you guys seen Jenny Nicholson? We're gonna watch a little
So,
bit of
it's
this.
Halloween time. My favorite time of year. One of my favorite Halloween traditions is to go to the Spirit Halloween store and look at all the weird, bad costumes that they have and make fun of them in person. Every Halloween store, the online shops, and even like the ones that are in person and they're only there for a month.
What episode is the Christine Chan documentary on? Let me see. $52 parts so far.
They always have like a sad corner that's clearance.
Crispy VDL, thanks for subscribing with Prime. You're always great entertainment while doing design work. Just got my own sub button too. Nice. Thank you very much.
Like, these are all cheap, badly made costumes, and these are the ones that are on sale that nobody bought. I looked at all the different outlets this year, and I decided to take it a step farther. I bought 10 sad reject costumes from various sources. Today, I'm gonna try them on, if they fit, and try to determine what went wrong. So let's do the first costume. First up, we have the Scorpion King costume. This past year, we had a Mummy movie that came out. And this is not from that Mummy movie. This is from The Mummy Returns. When this one arrived in the mail, it feels gross. Every component of it, including the stuff that's inside the bag, feels not dusty, but sawdusty. Like, I'm doing this one first because I want to get it out of the way. I'll put it that way. This mysterious powder came out of the freaking Scorpion King package. It's black. Firstly, I acknowledge that this doesn't really fit me. It's a little boy's costume. The best component of this one might be that it has a mask. Oh, there's powder in the mask. Well, I mean, the resemblance is pretty good. To give him his, like, smirk, they made one of the eye holes not a full-size eye hole, and the other one is already pretty small. Am I beautiful now, mother? I haven't seen the Scorpion King movie, but I have seen The Mummy too. And I think he was in it for like 1 second. I have to assume that's why this wasn't like a big ticket item. But I mean, it's in the clearance now in 2017. So like, I'm being very judgmental, but for all I know, this was a really popular Halloween costume the year that it debuted. Although I don't remember seeing a lot of little Scorpion Kings running around. This costume had a rock bottom price point, and it was being sold as a purple monster costume. I thought it was ridiculous.
It's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater from the song. Everyone knows novelty songs from the 1960s.
But now that it arrived, I realized that it's not a purple monster costume. It's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater costume. I mean, the only thing worth remarking on is this is clearly like an outfit to wear to a rave. It's like sexy purple people eater costume. Clearly, you're supposed to wear this with like those fuzzy boots, those fuzzy platform boots. It's absurdly short. Like, this is the reason I put pants on for this video. Like, it's not a dress. It's just if you have no pants on, you're just pantsless. I think the reason this one didn't sell so well is if you're like hot and young and you want to wear a sexy costume, your brain doesn't go straight to old novelty songs. You're not like, what should I wear to the club? I can be grandma that got run over by a reindeer. This is just, I feel like I have quite high standards, but to me this isn't like really a costume. It's just kind of a weird outfit. So I wouldn't wear it for Halloween, but I can imagine myself rocking it as like just like a sweatshirt over a normal outfit in like March. But since this does remind me of the song, I think that I like it. So this one's a win. You guys know I love Star Wars, so obviously I had to find some kind of
Plo Koon
Star Wars costume. In the clearance section, my option
Plo
was
Koon.
Plo Koon. You know, Plo Koon. Every child's favorite. It is another little boy costume, but it's a large, so I hope it fits. I was putting this on and I was like, this outfit is cool. I feel awesome in it. And then I was like, oh, there's an ugly mask. This mask also is like all the way in its pristine packaging. It's been never worn by human skin. Oh, it smells. They always do. Here's the full effect with the mask. It didn't come with a lightsaber, but I do have a lightsaber. Ugh. I am Plo Koon. The visibility in this, I gotta say, is not great.
Okay, that's pretty good. Here's a link to this video if you want to watch it. And I'll raid Jake, because he's live now. I don't know what he's covering today. Candace Owens, Sargon, and Michael Knowles. Cool.
Got a haircut, chat. I got a haircut. Everything else is taken, yo. Thanks for the tier 1, dude. Popper our bust. Thanks for the prime.
All right.
Brindoodle, Aaron
Thanks, everyone.
Ferment.
I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'll, of course, be back tomorrow for Tinfoil Tuesday. We'll have some fun debunking and making fun of conspiracy theories. So, yeah. See you guys later. Chat is valid as always, and I hope you have a wonderful night. See you guys later.